Hello guys, welcome to the Shadow Manhwa Teller. At the very beginning of the story, we're told that this is a magical world, and because magic exists here, demons and monsters are nothing unusual. Thanks to this magic, humans also possess special powers and are known as awakeners. Today, the strongest awakener squad in the world, the God Legion, is facing off against a triple S ranked demon king named Belfgor. Leading this squad is our main character, Bai, who has commanded the team for 10 full years. Our mission from God is clear: destroy this entire demon stronghold. To be honest, for my team, this is hardly difficult. This will be the 100th high-ranked demon lair we've cleared. No wonder my team is completely confident. The first member of our squad is Bao Li, an L-rank assassin. The second is Han Jiaolin, an L-rank cloud mage, and this very mission is actually an L-rank purification mission. If you want to know how dangerous L-rank is, just understand this: nothing is deadlier. It even surpasses triple S rank, and since this mission is so dangerous, completing it will finally earn us some vacation time. After 10 years of non-stop work, we deserve it. Oh, I haven't introduced our third member yet, Lu Jian, our support mage who wields gravity magic. His abilities make everything easier for us, and far harder for our enemies. With all of us together, even killing a triple S ranked demon king is child's play. Saying this, Bai slices the demon king clean in two, then he adds with a grin, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Bai, captain of this amazing team, and an L-rank holy swordsman. With that, Belfgor is slain and our mission complete. Jiaolin laughs. Just like always, that ended way too fast. I didn't even get to enjoy the fight. Bao Li smirks. During vacation, I'll hunt monsters alone. With the team, things end way too quickly. Lu Jian frowns. This was supposed to be a high-level mission. Don't you think that fight ended suspiciously fast? Bai nods. You're right, Lu Jian. The intel said this demon king had mastery over 5 elements and even a unique skill, but killing him didn't feel like he had any of that. As Bai speaks, Bao Li walks over. Captain, you said after the mission you'd take us out to dinner, so, are we all going, or just the two of us? Blushing, Bai replies, we'll all go, to the same place we always do. Jiaolin teases him. Captain, you're so dense. She just gave you such a big hint and you didn't get it. Bai mutters. Anyway, the mission's over, but he still hasn't shown up. Lu Jian shrugs. He said he'd arrive after the fight to clean up. Bao Li sighs. Always late, as usual. Jiaolin chuckles. Late? He's not just late, he's downright lazy. You know his habits. He'll be the last one here. Just then, their final squad member arrives. He smirks darkly. Do they really think the mission's over? No, the real mission starts now. Before anyone can react, he strikes with a sneak attack, killing Jiaolin instantly. The team freezes in shock. What just happened? Who attacked Jiaolin? The last member sneers. You think God sent us to kill that demon? No, God sent me to kill you. Bai shouts. What's happening? Why can't I move my body? The traitor grins. What's wrong, Captain? Can't move? Of course you can't. For the past month, I've been lacing your food with a paralytic powder. Normally it drops an A-rank awakener in 1 dose, but you're all so strong it took a full month to work. Still, perfect timing, don't you think? He then activates his L-rank forbidden skill, Forbidden Tendrils. He says coldly, you're the strongest humans alive, so strong you could destroy humanity on your own. If I'm going to kill you, I need preparation. I've worked hard, all for this single day. Bai roars. You fool. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? We're teammates. The traitor's voice was calm. If I'm honest, I'm not acting on my own. This is all God's will, and I'm not the only one who betrayed you. Many others have too. This so-called L-rank purification mission was never about killing Belfgor. The real mission was to kill you. He crushes them with overwhelming force, then uses his tendrils to slaughter Bao Li and Lu Jian right before Bai's eyes. Bai screams. Why are you doing this? What have we done wrong to deserve this? The God Legion has sacrificed everything to protect humanity. Even with our power, we've never misused it. Which God wants us dead? And why? The last member smirks and says, My dear Captain, you're far too naive. Do you really think the world is as kind as you are? As he walks closer to Bai, he suddenly thrusts his hand straight through Bai's body. These orders to kill you, they didn't come from me, they came from God himself. And tell me, do you really think God needs a reason to kill you? He simply felt like it, that's all. Bai gasps. Then why are you doing this? We were teammates. How many times have we saved each other's lives? For 10 years, I considered you my family. Didn't you ever see us as yours? Laughing coldly, the traitor replies, Family? Team? You were all wrong. That's why you're dying today. The plan to kill you didn't start today. It started the very first day we met. In God's grand chess game, you were just pawns. He got bored with you, so he decided to toss you aside. And me? I was his piece all along, sent to fool you for 10 years. Honestly, I never enjoyed working with you. With that, he kills Bai as well. Walking away, he mutters, after 10 long years, on this day, May 22nd, 2021, my L-rank purification mission is finally complete. Now I can take a nice, long vacation. But as he leaves, we see Bai was still alive. When Bai opens his eyes, he finds himself in a strange world, tightly bound in chains. Shocked, Bai shouts, "What is this place? Where am I?" Stepping out of the shadows, Belfgor, the demon king they thought was dead, appears and says with a grin, "How are you, Bai?" Bai stammers, "Belfgor, you're still alive? I thought you were dead." Belfgor laughs, "Do you really think a triple S ranked demon king would be so weak? Where you are now, this is my world, and in my world, no one can kill me. But relax, I didn't come here to fight, I came to talk. I can sense it, you're just like me, full of hatred. That fire inside you could burn this entire world, and I like that. That's why I came to make you an offer. My hidden skill is called life reversion. With it, I can send you back into the past, and give you a perfect chance to take your revenge. So tell me, will you join me?" As Bai remembers the faces of his teammates, and how they were slaughtered by betrayal, his anger surges. "I want to kill them, all of them. I'll do whatever it takes, whether they're humans or gods. Anyone who betrayed me will die." Belfgor smiles darkly, "That's all I needed to hear. In return, I'll give you a gift." He begins to use his skill on Bai. Bai asks, "You're giving me all of this, but what price do you want in return?" Belfgor leans close and whispers his condition, though we aren't told what it is yet. The next moment, Bai opens his eyes to hear a teacher yelling, "Bai, you're sleeping in class again. Get up right now." Confused, Bai mutters, "What? I've gone back in time, and I haven't awakened yet. That means, I'm still in junior high." The teacher scolds, "Bai, do you even realize how important today is? You're going to receive your profession today, and you're sitting there dozing off? Stand up and pay attention." Bai thinks to himself, "That's Teacher Huang, so it's true. Because of Belfgor's ability, I've been reborn. These are the faces I haven't seen in 20 years. The teacher begins explaining to the class, "Listen carefully, everyone. In this world, there are 5 elemental powers: lightning, fire, cloud, core, and star. Every person can only awaken one of these powers. Look at me, I'm your amazing teacher, and I have the rare cloud element. Each person uses their element differently, but elemental powers are generally divided into 3 main applications: combat, utility, and special. Because of this, there are many professions in our world. Our school's strongest team has a star mage, a cloud warrior, a core support, and a lightning assassin. You kids are lucky. Most people in this world never awaken, but you all have the potential from birth. Today is the most important day of your life. You'll receive your profession, which is ranked from low to high quality: dust, firefly, abyss, and sky glow. The better your quality, the brighter your future. So try to awaken the best you can. It will help you succeed." Bai looks around the classroom and thinks, "After I left this school, I never came back here. I really missed this place." Just then, a man with glasses falls near Bai. A few guys start mocking him. "You're trash. How dare you show your face in front of me? Just awakening doesn't mean you're anywhere near our level. In front of someone like me, who has a rare profession, bugs like you have no status. Remember your place. Junior, stay like a junior." Bai thinks to himself, "This bastard, he's the biggest bully in our school. He harasses everyone and extorts money from them. Just because he has a rare type profession, he really thinks he's untouchable. What he doesn't know is that in the future, rare types will be worthless." Just then, the teacher walks up and says, "Hong Qiansheng, what on earth are you doing? You can't just openly rob people inside the school." Turning around, Qiansheng smirks and says, "Oh, Teacher Huang, you're here. Look, we're not robbing anyone. This loser pissed us off, so he's just compensating us." Then he leans close to the teacher and whispers, "Don't try to act all righteous. If you weren't so beautiful, I would have had you kicked out of this school a long time ago. The only reason you're still here is your looks." After that, Qiansheng and his gang start walking away, but suddenly, they see Bai standing right in front of them. Qiansheng sneers, "You little chick, do I have to spell it out for you? Move out of the way." He shoves Bai hard as he says this. Nearby, the boy in glasses stammers, "Teacher, I'm so sorry. I was careless and ended up in front of them." The teacher replies, "Don't feel bad. You didn't do anything wrong." Bai thinks to himself, "Our teacher, Huang, no matter how strict she acts, deep down she's actually really kind. Last time I awakened, she helped me so much." Just then, another staff member comes up and says, Teacher Huang, the awakening chamber is ready now, you can take your class inside. Teacher Huang turns to the class and says, listen to me clearly, no one is allowed to act foolish in there. Once you enter the chamber, behave yourselves. If you mess around, you could get seriously injured. Bai thinks, there are 2 ways to awaken. First, natural awakening. People like Hong Qi and Sheng, who are physically strong and talented, often can't control their emotions once inside, and end up awakening at an extreme moment. The second way is through the awakening special chamber. This usually works for calm people. The moment they enter, a flood of knowledge fills their mind, and handling it becomes so overwhelming that it pushes their body into awakening at its peak. Every person can only awaken once in their entire life. That's why the experience is so unpredictable. People go inside determined to awaken properly, but they can't truly control how it happens. Suddenly, one of Bai's classmates comes out of the chamber. I got a firefly grade profession. Teacher Huang smiles. Good job, go and take some rest. Next, it's your turn. Bai, get ready. Look, you're the most carefree one in the entire class. Once you go inside, focus properly. Don't behave like you do in class. Do you understand me? Bai replies confidently. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about me. Everything will be fine. But deep down, he was thinking, in my previous life, I became an E-class core warrior with a dust grade profession. Everything I had was trash, which is why so many people bullied me. But then, I got a second chance, a double awakening, and that time, I reached S rank. That's how I became the strongest in the future. If I pick the same element as last time, I wonder what profession I'll awaken this time. The moment Bai steps inside, the system voice says, error detected in awakening system, 5 elemental types detected within you. Bai was shocked. What's happening to me? My body, it's changing. Then the system announces, activating infinite awakening system. Because you possess all 5 elemental types, you can choose any element to start with. Once you master one element, you will be able to use the others as well. You can access different classes and functions for every element. Initial profession choice is a formality. You already have every type of power within you. You can even choose the quality of your profession, including a special quality beyond the 4 normal grades. Bai was stunned. Does this mean I can use every profession in this world? I can pick anything I want right now. This is insane. The system continues. Please choose your initial class. Future professional classes will be assigned randomly, Belfgor said. So, boy, how did my help turn out for you? Bai thought to himself, so you're still alive inside me after all. I must admit, shaking hands with you gave me something extraordinary. I've gained the power of infinite awakening. The system voice echoed. You may select any element as your initial class. Please choose carefully. Outside the chamber, Bai's classmates murmured. He's been in there for a while now. What's taking him so long? Another shouted. Look, he's coming out. The teacher immediately asked. Bai, which class have you awakened into? Bai replied calmly. Teacher, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. I've become a nuclear warrior, with a dust tier ability. The teacher frowned. Dust tier, the lowest quality of all. Well, no matter. Don't belittle yourself. Many people with green quality abilities have still achieved great things. I believe you'll do well in the future too. Bai smiled faintly. Don't worry about me. I'm not upset. Teacher Huang looked at him sympathetically. You're still just a child. I know how badly this must feel. Go get some rest. Everything will be fine. From the side, Qianxing scoffed. Teacher Huang, how can you deceive your own student like this? I almost laughed hearing you comfort him. A guy with the lowest quality profession will never achieve anything. Trash stays trash, no matter how much you sugarcoat it. He sneered at Bai. Listen to me, kid. The teacher is lying. In reality, dust tier means worthless, weakest of the weak. Do you know how it works? Gods choose strong people and give them power. They have no interest in the weak. Bai thought bitterly. So that bastard god only blesses the strong. He's the one I came back to destroy. Teacher Huang glared at Qianxing. Why are you here causing trouble? Don't you have anything better to do? Qianxing smirked. Why so angry? You know as well as I do, dust abilities lead nowhere. Weaklings stay weak, while people with power and connections rise to the top. That's how our society works. He jabbed at her. You had a blue profession, didn't you? Yet you're stuck teaching at a school because you couldn't make it as an awakener. You're trash too. And you, he pointed at Bai. Stop wasting government resources and go home. Bai's patience snapped. He hurled his entire cup of coffee in Qianxing's face. Infuriated, Qianxing shouted, You bastard. What have you done? Bai replied coldly. I was sick of hearing your nonsense, so I shut your mouth myself. Qianxing laughed darkly, trying to act tough. You'll regret this. He lunged forward, activating his assassin power, throwing a punch at Bai. But Bai calmly used his block skill, stopping the attack with ease. Qianxing froze. What? He blocked me? Before Qianxing could recover, Bai countered using his Jibu skill, launching him backward. Blood dripped from Qianxing's lip as he stumbled in disbelief. How could I lose to this nobody? The classmates gasped. Did you see that? Bai just humiliated Qianxing completely. Bai said evenly, I chose my warrior class willingly, and I know exactly how to use it. Qianxing staggered to his feet, glaring. You're lucky you dodged that blow. I'm an awakener of rare abyss tier power. I'll never lose to trash like you. Teacher Huang thought in shock. No, that wasn't luck. Somehow, Bai used Jibu, one of the top warrior class skills. He blocked the attack, then countered within 0.09 seconds. Mastering Jibu is almost impossible. Even my teachers couldn't do it after 10 years of training. Yet Bai, freshly awakened, just pulled it off. How can this child be so extraordinary? Qianxing drew his dagger. Now you're dead. I'll slice you in half right here. Bai's thoughts remained steady. Everyone thinks I chose a weak class, but I have my reasons. This world believes a person's future is decided in childhood. They're wrong. Completely wrong. One day they'll realize it, but by then, it'll be too late. Around them, students whispered nervously. Bai's really going to fight Qianxing? Fighting is strictly forbidden in school. This is insane. Do you realize Qianxing's father is a high-ranking official? And his uncle is the school director. Bai's from a poor family with no connections. If he fights here, they'll definitely expel him. Teacher, what should we do? Bai's in serious trouble. Teacher Huang stepped forward firmly. Everyone, quiet. I know you've just awakened and want to test your powers, but this is not the time. Save your fights for another day. Today is absolutely not right for this. Qianxing shouted angrily. Teacher, you saw it yourself. That bastard provoked me, and now you're telling me to just let him go? I'm not doing that. Sure, as a senior I could forgive him, but I'll only forgive him when he gets on his knees, begs me for mercy, and screams at the top of his lungs that he's nothing but trash. Only then will my heart feel at peace. This loser needs to understand there's a massive gap between garbage like him and someone like me. Teacher Huang frowned, thinking, everything Qianxing is saying sounds awful, but unfortunately, it's true. Qianxing has a rare tier ability, while Bai only has dust tier. Bai can't possibly match him. People with dust tier abilities don't gain any attribute boosts, while Firefly tier users get a 150% bonus. Abyss tier? A full 200% boost to every stat. That's why there's such a huge gap between dust and abyss. Meanwhile, another student muttered in worry. Brother, you've made a huge mistake. Whether it's family background or raw strength, Qianxing completely outclasses you. People like us, weaklings, should understand one thing. We have no right to provoke the powerful. Sure, I hate that they see us as trash, but because we're weak, we just have to endure it. That's how we were born. If we stay quiet, we suffer less humiliation. If we fight back, we suffer even more. Qianxing charged forward to attack. Teacher Huang shouted, Bai, be careful. That's a deadly strike. She thought quickly, he's going to use block again, but block consumes a lot of stamina. Bai doesn't have enough energy to use it twice, and Qianxing's attack power is far too high. No matter what Bai does, he won't be able to block this one. Qianxing smirked. Pathetic little chick. Let's see how you dodge this attack. But Bai stayed calm. Why would I dodge? There's no need to avoid such a clumsy strike. With that thought, he activated haste, instantly boosting his speed by 50%, and combined it with his flash step. In a single burst, Bai slipped right past Qianxing. Qianxing froze, stunned. Where did he go? Suddenly he felt blood in his throat and started coughing violently. When did that bastard get behind me? And why am I coughing blood? Is this because of his attack? Bai thought coldly. Trash belongs in the trash bin. If garbage stays outside where it doesn't belong, it's just an eyesore. The students gasped. What just happened? Did Qianxing fall on his own? Boy with glasses laughed. What an idiot. He practically injured himself. Teacher Huang admitted. Honestly, even I didn't see what happened. Nearby, a girl, Bai's class monitor, Jiyin, analyzed calmly. Bai combined haste with flash step. That's why his speed skyrocketed beyond what anyone here could follow. In actual combat, he used a warrior class skill perfectly, something even top-tier warriors struggle to master. The system's voice rang out in Bai's mind. You have earned 50 experience points from this battle. Because your opponent was an element fighter, you also gained 50 element points. Bai thought. So, I've added 50 points to my nuclear element. Once I reach 10,000, I'll unlock a new element. But 50 points is barely anything. Looks like I won't get stronger without real combat. Qianxing snarled through bloody lips. Just because I fell doesn't mean you've won. Don't even think about walking away from here. He charged at Bai again, but a commanding voice rang out. Stop right there. Qian Sheng, the academy director, Hong Liang, had arrived. Hong Liang said sharply, "Haven't you been humiliated enough already? Do you really want to embarrass yourself again?" Qian Sheng stiffened. "Uncle, you're here?" Hong Liang said. "I'm sure you're all exhausted after awakening. Stop creating a scene and go get some rest. And don't forget to tell your families which class you awaken into." Bai Yi blinked in surprise. "Go home? How could I forget something so important?" Hong Liang warned sternly. "Child, you know fighting on school grounds is strictly forbidden." Bai Yi thought to himself, "Right, I almost forgot. I've traveled back 20 years. If I've really come this far back, then she must still be alive. On my original awakening day, a terrible tragedy happened. If I get there in time, maybe I can stop it. I don't have any time to waste. I need to move, now." Thinking this, Bai Yi runs off. Meanwhile, Hong Liang, clearly annoyed, snaps at Teacher Huang. "Teacher Huang, what on earth are you doing? Your students are becoming uncontrollable. Look, I'll forget everything that happened today, but if this happens again, it won't end well for either you or that boy." Teacher Huang bows her head. "Director, I'm so sorry. I promise nothing like this will happen again." Next, Qian Sheng goes to his uncle's office. "Uncle, I wasn't focused during the fight. If I had fought seriously, I would have definitely won." Hong Liang glares at him. "Stop talking nonsense. No matter what you did, you couldn't have beaten him. You didn't fall by yourself." Bai Yi used flash step. He was so skilled with it that he attacked your weak point as he approached, then slipped right past you with incredible speed. He used basic combat skills in their finest form, and defeated you with them. Honestly, I have 15 years of experience and have fought countless battles in the last 15 years. But when it comes to pure skill application, even I wouldn't want to face him. Watching your fight was like watching a professional gamer crush a clueless amateur using only basic moves. Remember this, that boy Bai Yi is anything but ordinary. In the future, he's going to achieve something big. Meanwhile, Bai Yi is running and thinking, how could I forget? If I came back for revenge, there's only one thing that truly matters. If I can't protect them while I'm here, what's the point of returning at all? Even if I have to die today, it doesn't matter. I won't let the same tragedy happen again. The scene shifts to Bai Yi's home. His father, Bai Lingsheng, is relaxing on the couch watching TV, while his mother washes dishes, waiting for her son to return. Seeing him enter, his father smiles. "Son, you're back earlier than usual." Bai Yi glances at his mother and thinks, "Mom, it feels so good to see you alive. This time, I won't let anything happen to you." We learn that Bai Yi's mother is mute. She gestures warmly. "I made your favorite noodles, eat them before they get cold." Bai Yi shakes his head. "Mom, I don't feel like eating noodles today. Could you please make fish for me instead?" She signs. "All right, no problem. We don't have any fish at home. I'll go buy some." Bai replies. "Thanks so much, Mom." As she heads out the door, Bai Yi calls after her. "Wait, I'll come with you." But his father stops him. "No need, son. Your mother will be back soon. Anyway, what's going on with you today? You came home early, and you didn't even greet your father properly. If I recall correctly, today was your awakening day. So, what's the good news? Don't keep me waiting." His father, Bai Lingsheng, picks up a bottle of liquor as we learn his identity. A level 26 C-class electric warrior. "I finished work early today so I could celebrate with you. Now, don't make me wait. Tell me what class you awaken into." Bai Yi answers quietly. "Dad, I didn't awaken today. The process was taking too long, so I didn't even get my chance." Annoyed, his father growls. "If you didn't awaken, then why did you come home so early? Don't tell me you awakened into Firefly rank like me. If that's the case, the whole world will say father and son are both garbage. You're my son. At the very least, you should be AB rank. If you awakened into Abyss rank, your future would be secure. Don't worry, I'd work hard to give you everything you wanted. So, hurry up and tell me your class. I can't wait to hear it. Make sure it's something good, because I'm not in the mood for bad news today." Bai Yi repeats. "I told you, I didn't awaken." His father smashes the bottle over Bai Yi's head in rage. "You think I don't know? You awaken into Dust Tier, the lowest, most useless class. Everyone thought you were a genius because your grades were always top-notch. I trusted you, I believed in you, and you awakened into this worthless profession? How am I supposed to tell the world my son is trash?" Bai thinks bitterly. "My father's an awakener, but not a good one. He's a terrible awakener, someone who can't control his emotions. Last time, 20 years ago, this same man ruined everything. I almost forgot what happened on my original awakening day, but now I remember. The moment he found out I was Dust Tier, he started beating me the second I walked through the door. My mother couldn't bear to watch and stepped in to protect me. I was weak, scared, unable to do anything. He beat her for an hour straight, until his rage was spent. That attack broke her legs and injured her head so badly that she stayed in a coma for 6 months before dying, all because of this bastard. Now, I'm a level 1 nuclear warrior. My initial powers are weak, yes, but I chose this class because I know its hidden advantages even special classes can't offer. I just have to wait to unlock them. Just then Bai's father shouts, "Get up right now." We see that Bai's father is a level 26 electric warrior. Bai thinks to himself, a level 26 warrior. If I compare him to Qi and Sheng, they're completely different. Qi and Sheng had no combat experience at all, but my father has been through countless battles. That's why he's so dangerous. Fighting back here is useless. I know clearly I can't win. Worse, if I anger this bastard anymore, he might kill both me and Mom even faster. As Bai is beaten, Lin Sheng snarls, "If I had known you'd turn out to be such garbage, I swear, I'd have never let you be born." Bai thinks grimly, "I'm an awakener, his attacks won't kill me. Even if he beats me for an hour, I'll only be injured, not dead. I've already sent Mom out of the house. That means I don't have to worry about her." But suddenly Bai hears a sound behind him. Shocked, he blurts out, "Mom, what are you doing here? The shop was far away. How did you get back so quickly?" Bai realizes, I told her I wanted fish, so she must have run to the shop and rushed back home. But now she's here, what do I do? Lin Sheng laughs cruelly, "Come see for yourself what trash you've given birth to. You'll get punished today too." The scene flashes back to the past. Lin Sheng is speaking. "I heard you evolved. Normally, only people with blue professions at a rank can evolve. But you evolved even at green rank, and your evolution wasn't ordinary. You became a special class, and your rank reached the highest, L rank. I'll admit, you're incredibly lucky. Power like that doesn't come easy. But tell me this, after achieving all that, how did you end up arrested? In this place, there's only one way out, death. If you're sitting here with me, it means you're going to die too." Bai replies coldly, "I didn't come here to die. I came here to kill that bastard who beat my mother to death." The scene shifts back to the present. We see Bai shielding his mother from his father's attack. A chair smashes over Bai's head, blood pouring down his face. Bai thinks, I have to take every single attack myself. If this bastard strikes Mom even once, she won't survive. Just then, Bai's mother rushes in to protect him. Lin Sheng slams the door shut and snarls at her, "Rian, the day I found out we had a son, I was overjoyed. I thought I could use him to re-enter the Bai family, to show everyone how amazing I was. My 2 idiot brothers didn't even have sons, but I did. If only this brat had been exceptional, the Bai family would respect me. I'd have become the next head of the family. But because he's weak, no, the weakest, everything was ruined. Green profession? There's nothing more worthless. If he'd at least been blue, maybe someday he could evolve, but thanks to your pathetic genes, he's accomplished nothing." Lin Sheng attacks Bai's mother, but Bai suddenly uses Flash Step to appear in front of her, blocking the blow and forcing his father back. Bai shouts, "If you need to take your anger out, take it out on me. Touch her, and I'll cut you down." Lin Sheng laughs, "Trash, so now you dare stand against your own father? You really think you've achieved something? Let me crush that illusion right now." Bai thinks, "They'll be here soon. I just have to block every attack somehow." Lin Sheng closes in. Bai tries to block Lin Sheng's attack using his parry skill, but Lin Sheng easily shatters Bai's sword. Bai grits his teeth. "I used my skill perfectly, but the gap between our strengths is so huge that nothing I do works." His attacks are excruciating. "It feels like my ribs are broken, but no matter what happens, I have to endure it." Lin Sheng sneers, "You're complete garbage, and yet you still stand in front of me. Today I'll beat you until you're nothing but pulp." He continues to thrash Bai mercilessly, saying, "You've never achieved anything, but at least beating you makes me feel good." Bai thinks, no matter how deadly his attacks are, I won't dodge. I'll take everything head on, so he never even thinks of going after Mom. Lin Sheng smirks, "I'll admit it, you have guts. Most men would collapse after a beating like this. If you'd been born with a blue profession, maybe you could have done something with your life. But with green, you're worthless. The only thing waiting for you here is death." Bai was thinking, in my last life, I became extremely powerful, but even then, I couldn't protect the people I loved. In this life, no matter what happens, I will never let anything bad happen to those close to me. Just then, Bai's father, Lin Sheng, picked up the chair again. He snarled, "If only you'd awakened properly. If your class had been better, you wouldn't have to die." As he said this, he prepared to strike Bai's mother with a fatal blow, but someone knocked on the door, calling out, "Open up." Lin Sheng scowled, "Who's here now? We were just starting to have some fun, and they ruined the mood." Bai thought with relief, "Finally, they're here." Lin Sheng opened the door angrily and barked, "Who dares bother me? Don't you even know how to knock properly?" Outside stood two officers, Deputy Captain Liang and Inspector Chenziwu. Deputy Captain Liang said sharply, "I've been knocking for a while. What on earth were you doing that it took you so long to answer?" Startled, Lin Xing stammered, "Deputy Captain, what are you doing here?" Liang replied, "We received a report that a criminal named Snow was seen near this building, so we're checking each home one by one. Have you noticed anything unusual around here?" Lin Xing laughed casually, "Oh, you mean Snow? That guy's always on TV. If I'd seen him, I would have reported it immediately, but honestly, Deputy Captain, I've never seen him before today." Just then, Liang's eyes fell on Baiyi's injuries. "Wait a second, what happened to your son?" Lin Xing waved it off. "Oh, this boy is just careless. I told him to pick something up, and he fell on the way. Look at him, such a fool, always getting hurt. It's nothing serious, Deputy Captain, no need to worry." But Baiyi spoke up firmly, "Deputy Captain, he's lying. He beat me because I awakened with a green profession and he was furious." Lin Xing whipped around in shock. "You little brat, when did you do all this?" Baiyi thought calmly, "This all started 18 minutes ago, when I called the police myself. I told them I saw Snow entering our building. I knew that if I said I was being attacked, they might take their time getting here. But if I mentioned Snow, they'd rush over immediately. Honestly, I didn't expect them to arrive this fast, but his name really scared them into coming quickly." Deputy Captain Liang asked sternly, "Is what this boy's saying true?" Lin Xing sneered, "You're really going to believe a child? Do I look like the kind of man who would beat his own son?" Baiyi answered coldly, "My ribs are aching. I was hit on my arms and head with a stool. He smashed a wine bottle on my head and punched me repeatedly. Check my injuries, you'll see for yourself these couldn't have come from just falling down, and if you need a reason to arrest him, I'll give you one. According to Article 4, Chapter 8, anyone awakened who can't control their emotions is considered a serious danger to society. Such people should be detained immediately for at least 15 days. The officers were shocked. Everything the boy quoted was accurate. Lin Xing exploded with rage. "You little bastard, has your brain gone rotten? How dare you talk about your own father like this?" Deputy Captain Liang stepped forward. "By Lin Xing, I am Deputy Captain Liang from the inspection team. I am placing you under arrest. I don't need any more excuses." As the officers moved in, Lin Xing lunged toward Baiyi. "You filthy brat. If I ever get my hands on you again, I won't let you live." Inspector Chenziwu warned him, "By Lin Xing, calm down. If you resist, we'll have to use force." They dragged Lin Xing downstairs. Baiyi turned to his mother. "Mom, are you okay?" She hugged him tightly. Baiyi reassured her, "Don't worry, Mom, it's all over now." He thought to himself, "At last, I protected her, and now I have 15 whole days to prepare." Baiyi said aloud, "Mom, don't stress. This was the last time we'll ever have to face trouble like this. I promise you, after today, that bastard won't even cast a shadow near us again." Then Baiyi thought, "A full day is enough for me to grow much stronger, and I didn't just take a beating, I used the chance to steal his keys. I know he has something valuable in his safe, something he betrayed his own teammates to get. If I use it, I might be able to advance from E class to C class quickly." Baiyi walked straight to his father's safe. Baiyi was thinking, Lin Xing had a hidden safe in his room that no one in the family knew about. He never told Mom about it. I only found out after he died in my last life, but by then, it was useless to me. This time, though, it's incredibly valuable. With what's inside, I can fight demons on my own. I can even enter dungeons alone. If I want to get stronger fast, I have to go into a dungeon, but the problem is that all the dungeons are under the control of the gods. It will be impossible to enter them without joining a guild. Right now, there are only 2 dungeons I can access, one managed by the school, and another one that only I know about. No one else has discovered it yet. Baiyi entered the hidden dungeon, thinking, in this life, I'll become the strongest, and I'll do it so fast no one will even see it coming. The scene shifts. The officers are talking among themselves. Someone called and saying Snow was nearby. Even the vice captain went out to catch that bastard. But after searching for so long, we found nothing. Maybe the call was false. Another officer replied, "We don't know if it was fake, but we can't relax. Catching Snow is top priority. Everyone knows anniversary day is coming. If Snow shows up in front of everyone that day, I guarantee he'll cause serious trouble." Chenziwu spoke up, "I heard our captain is returning soon." Deputy Captain Liang warned him, "Ziwu, we shouldn't be discussing this." Meanwhile, Lin Xing was shouting from his cell, "Vice Captain, I'm innocent. This was the first time I ever did something like this. I promise I won't do it again. Please let me go. By the way, I heard your wife is expecting soon. My friend owns a great hospital. You'd get a discount if you let me out." Deputy Captain Liang glared at him, "You really think you can bribe me with this nonsense? You used to be a guild member, and that's the only reason I haven't beaten you down already. If I weren't holding back, you can't even imagine what I'd do to you. I look at what you used to be and what you are now. It's hard to believe you've fallen this far. Shinzuo said coldly, whatever you say here won't matter. You're not getting out early. It's only 15 days. Stay in jail. Learn to control your emotions. Your lack of control is dangerous to your family. You'll be transferred to prison tomorrow, so stay quiet until then and stop wasting our time. Lin Xing yelled in anger, you filthy brat. I won't let you off. The day I get out will be your last day alive. Bai thought calmly, he'll be free in 15 days. I know exactly what he'll do. He'll go straight for Mom. That means I have 15 days to become strong enough to crush him. Strong enough that, when he comes for us, he won't even be able to touch me. Good thing I know about this dungeon. Normal dungeons are gates to other worlds. By entering and killing demons inside, awakened people become much stronger, but once a guild discovers them, they take full control and no one can enter alone. Dungeons aren't just full of monsters, they hold valuable resources too. For an awakened person, they're the best way to grow stronger, but also extremely dangerous. Usually, an inspection team checks the dungeon level first. As far as I remember, this hidden dungeon won't be discovered for another 5 years, until monsters become a much bigger threat to the world. Normally, an F-rank dungeon requires 3 E-rank hunters. An E-rank dungeon requires a 5-person team, at least 2 of whom must be D-rank. Judging from what I know, this dungeon should be F-rank, safe and profitable for me to clear alone. The system message appeared. You have discovered a hidden dungeon. Bai thought, usually you need a full party with different elements to clear dungeons, but I have every elemental power myself. That means I can go alone and still fight as if I were a full team. As Bai ventured inside, he noticed how cold it was. If it's this cold, the monsters here must be ice elemental. Moving deeper, he spotted a massive bear. These bones. Others have been here before me, but none of them survived this level 8 ice bear. Did I misjudge this dungeon? If there's a level 8 monster here, that means this is actually an E-rank dungeon. No wonder it hasn't been discovered. The monsters are probably still hibernating. Suddenly, a wolf monster lunged at him. Even this wolf's level is higher than mine. He dodged its attack, countered, and after a short fight, split the wolf into 2 with a clean strike. Bai was thinking, so what if I'm only F-rank right now? I have an A-rank weapon, something powerful enough to cover the gap in my strength. This weapon will help me a lot. The system announced, you possess the Kunwa blade, an A-rank weapon. Holding it increases your strength by 150%, your luck by 50 points, and your stamina by 100 points. Bai frowned. Even with such an incredible weapon, it still took me 4 or 5 strikes to defeat that wolf monster. Becoming powerful again is really difficult. When I was L rank, I could kill even SS rank monsters with a single strike. He thought further, if I want to level up, I'll need to hunt more base wolves. The system added, you have killed a cloud wolf from the event. 50 points have been added to your cloud element. Bai calculated, to rise from E rank to D rank, I need to reach level 10. Just then, a pack of level 2 cloud wolves appeared, surrounding him. Bai realized, the smell of blood must have attracted them. Looks like they've gathered a whole gang to fight me. Well, that just makes leveling up easier. He charged forward, killing the monsters one by one. Whenever he spotted an opening, he struck with a critical hit, dodging attacks to avoid damage. After a long fight, every wolf lay dead. The system reported, you gained 52 points for killing each wolf. You also received 18 wolf fangs as a reward. Suddenly, a level 4 wolf appeared. Bai thought, so there's even a wolf king here. Fine, whoever wants to come can come. All of you will only help me level up faster. He fought the Wolf King and defeated it easily. The system said, you earned 53 experience points and obtained a Wolf Diamond. Bai smiled to himself, with the Wolf King down, I've reached level 2. Getting to D rank won't be as hard as I thought. The system continued, reaching level 2 grants you 12 stat points. You can distribute them to improve your attributes. Bai sighed, I've only killed about 20 wolves, yet I'm already exhausted. I have to admit, the stamina of an E-rank body is terrible. I'll need to buy more storage space soon, otherwise it'll be a problem carrying all these materials. The system explained, using the Wolf Diamond, you can craft items, or sell it in the market for 10,000 yuan. As Bai moved forward, he planned his next step. If I want to grow stronger quickly, I need to enter higher level dungeons. But to do that, there's only one option. I have to join the guild created by the gods. Even my junior high academy is controlled by a guild. They monitor every student's performance, always looking for exceptional recruits. If you graduate with excellent results and work hard, there's a high chance a great guild will hire you. But if you make mistakes and your team throws you out, it proves you'll never improve. That's exactly what happened to Lin Sheng. After being expelled from his team, he never advanced beyond C rank. Bai Yi looked around the dungeon. I came here to fight alone, but this isn't going to be easy. The temperature is so low that just standing here drains stamina. If I want to survive, I need to warm up my body first. With that thought, Bai Yi started running, slashing every tree in his path. I'll disturb this entire area. Snake monsters, wolf monsters, whatever's here, come at me all at once. I don't have time to waste fighting you one by one. In the process, he lured all the surrounding monsters to attack him from behind. After knocking them down, he thought, now the real fun begins. Suddenly, a massive explosion erupted on the side. He smirked. Finally, it woke up. Now this fight is going to get much easier. At that moment, a level 8 giant bear appeared. Because of its rage, its damage power had already increased by 20%. Bai Yi thought, right now this bear is furious. It won't think twice before attacking, whether friend or foe. That means while I strike from one side, it will attack from the other, and all the points will still go to me. Saying that, he continued cutting down countless monsters. But then he noted, E-rank monsters aren't weak compared to others. They're just ridiculously stupid, which makes them easier to kill. Right then, the system announced, you have leveled up to E-rank level 4. As a reward, you receive 12 stat points. Bai Yi thought, thanks to this bear, I saved a lot of stamina. Killing them all alone would have taken forever, but it really helped me out here. Still, he admitted to himself, even though I've slain a lot of monsters already, this isn't even 10% of what's here. Even with the bear's help, it'll take a long time to finish them all. And honestly, I'm already exhausted. Bringing the bear here to thin out the herd was my plan A. Now, it's time to move on to plan B. With that, he unleashed a devastating attack on the ground. He remembered clearly, this isn't the dungeon's ground floor. While fighting earlier, I inspected the area and realized the surface beneath us is just a thick layer of ice, far above the actual ground. So, breaking it apart, he made all the monsters fall through. If I drop them in one go, I'll earn tons of points at once. And just as he predicted, nearly 70% of the monsters fell, and he received all their experience points. The system announced again, due to eliminating so many monsters at once, you've leveled up. You receive 12 more stat points. Looking at the battlefield, Bai Yi declared, I've wasted enough time. Now the real fight begins, the fight for survival, the fight to become powerful. The system then granted him a new title, 1 against 100. Whenever you face a large number of enemies, all your stats increase by 10%. But he also realized something. This giant bear is level 8. Such a weak monster can't be the final boss of an E-rank dungeon. The real boss must be something stronger, probably a Lion King, maybe at level 10. He thought further, with all the noise I've made, there's no way the boss hasn't woken up already. Something's not right here. Just then, the bear and a wolf monster charged forward to attack, but suddenly, an ice magic attack came from the side. Shocked, he thought, ice magic? Who inside this dungeon is capable of using magic? I've underestimated the final boss. It's far more powerful than I thought. Dodging the attack, he started running again, thinking, unlike the other dumb monsters, this one is smart. It's been waiting for the perfect opportunity, for me to exhaust my stamina, before revealing itself. Now that I'm weakened, it finally shows up. As he watched, the ice magic froze the bear, the other monsters, and even one of his own legs. He thought, so that's why we were fighting so high above the ground. The boss set this whole trap, so the moment anyone crossed this bridge, it would sense them and strike at the right time. His entire body began freezing, and he clenched his teeth. No matter what happens, I won't die to a low-level monster. That's when the true final boss appeared, a level 11 cave lord of D rank, the ruler of the dungeon, flanked by 2 level 10 warrior beasts. Bai Yi realized, damn it, he didn't come alone, he brought his army with him, and now he's laughing at me like I'm his prey. By now, his whole body was encased in ice. He couldn't move, and the cold was draining all his body heat. The cave lord then ordered his warriors to advance and attack. Bai Yi thought, I have only one way to survive. Summoning all his strength, he shattered the ice covering his body just in time and used a block technique to throw one of the warriors back. He thought, I managed to break free using every bit of energy I had left, but now my stamina has dropped even further. The system announced that a new power had awakened within him, a skill called Shatter. With it, he could destroy anything by unleashing his full strength. Bai Yi muttered to himself, before that bastard uses his magic again, I have to end him somehow. But then, the cave lord suddenly seized control of the bear monster. Bai Yi's eyes widened. Wait, can he actually control the other monsters too? The bear, which had been raging wildly moments ago, suddenly went calm. its entire focus now locked onto him. Bai clenched his fists, realizing, this bear is incredibly tough. Those two monkey monsters alone were a nightmare to deal with. Fighting this one too, it's practically impossible. Honestly, my chances of winning here are already zero. The monkey monsters lunged at him, striking hard. Knocked off balance, Bai staggered back and collapsed. He looked at his trembling hands, despair filling him. I can't feel any strength in my arms at all. With attacks this weak, I can't even scratch these monsters. Suddenly, the bear monster slammed a devastating punch into him, sending him flying violently through the air. His body smashed against the ground, pain tearing through him. Bai gasped. Because of the cave lord's presence, the temperature has dropped drastically. My whole body feels frozen from the inside. I don't even know how I'm supposed to fight without stamina anymore. The cave lord raised his hand, unleashing an ice storm. Massive, jagged ice crystals shot forward, racing toward Bai. His thoughts raced. How is he casting such powerful magic this fast? Wait, why am I even scared? In my past life, I faced death countless times. I've been trapped in hopeless situations before, surrounded by monsters I had no way of defeating. Yet, somehow, I still won. Every single time, I survived. He gritted his teeth. Back then, I didn't rely only on courage. I used my mind. And here I am, making the mistake of relying only on brute force. I still have two choices. 1. Keep fighting until I collapse, until I can't even stand anymore. But if I stay here and fight head-on, I'll definitely die. No doubt. Or 2. I take the second option, and maybe I'll have a real chance to survive. Without hesitation, Bai turned and leapt straight off the cliff. The cave lord's eyes narrowed, and he froze Bai's leg midair. But with a surge of will, Bai shattered the ice and plummeted downward. All the monsters froze in shock, unable to believe what he had just done. As he fell rapidly through the frozen air, encased in shards of ice, the scene shifted. We see his home. His mother entered his room to wake him, only to find his bed empty and a folded letter waiting on the table. She held it with trembling hands, her heart heavy. She thought to herself, if my son was going somewhere, why didn't he tell me? At least I could have packed him some lunch. He's becoming more careless day by day. But at the same time, ever since the awakening, he seems so different, more mature, as if he's carrying some heavy burden. Still, I can't shake this feeling, as if he's in grave danger right now. Meanwhile, Bai's body continued to plummet, until, miraculously, he survived the fall. Bruised and bleeding, he coughed, his mind racing. When I shattered the ice bridge earlier, at least 100 monsters fell with me. But even after killing so many, my level only rose by 3. That made it clear, something's wrong here. He dragged his battered body out of the river, explaining to himself, out of the 100 that fell, 60 monsters were crushed to death, but 40 survived. If they could endure a fall from that height, it must mean there's a river flowing below the cliff. That's why I jumped as well. But after breaking the ice around my body, my stamina is completely drained. If I'd stayed up there, I would have been killed for sure. At least down here, I'm alive, though barely. My body is covered in wounds. I didn't die, but I'm at my absolute limit. His vision blurred, and his eyes shut. Suddenly, a towering level 9 glacier overlord emerged before him. In his unconscious state, memories flashed, his friends and family urging him, "Why are you stopping? You must stand up for us. You can't fall here." But then, the voices of his enemies followed, taunting him, "Give up. There's no point in getting back up. Even if you do, we'll kill you all the same." Gritting his teeth, Bai clenched his fists. How can I accept limits? If I decide my own limits, then how will I ever become stronger? And if I don't grow stronger, I'll have to watch everyone die again. No matter what happens, the tragedies of my past life cannot repeat in this one. With a roar, he grabbed the overlord's massive fangs. He shouted, "I already said it, what happened in my past will not happen again. As long as I live, I won't let anything happen to my people." With that, he drove his arm into the overlord's mouth and delivered a powerful kick, wounding the beast severely. Dropping to his knees, exhausted, he gasped, "Finally, the moment I've been waiting for has come. Unless you face death up close, you'll never trigger a class advancement." Entering a dungeon far beyond my level, drawing all the monsters to myself, and finally leaping off the cliff. From the start, all of this was part of my plan. Over and over, I've forced myself into impossible situations, because only then can I relive that feeling. And now, I can feel it again. The rage, the defiance, and the strength. Just then, the system announced, "Class advancement has failed for now. However, for your efforts, you've been awarded an advanced skill, Nuclear Holy Swordsman." Bai muttered, "So, even this isn't enough for class advancement. But that's fine. I still gained an incredible skill, one far ahead of its time. With this power, taking down these monsters will be much easier. At that moment, the Glacier Overlord charged forward to attack, but Bai activated his new skill, Century Cut, and in a single strike wiped them all out. He thought, the monsters that seemed so hard to defeat earlier, after just one skill, they feel so weak now. The system announced, host, you've reached level 8. You are rewarded with 12 stat points. Additionally, after using your new skill Century Cut, your stamina has been fully restored. Bai smirked. Cave Lord, wait for me. I'm coming to finish you soon. The system added, you've unlocked a new title, Icefield Warrior. Within any icy field, your stamina will now deplete much more slowly. With that, Bai pressed forward, cutting down monsters with ease. The system declared, host, you've reached level 9 of E-Class. Bai thought, now that I've reached level 9, defeating these monsters is ridiculously easy. It doesn't even feel like I'm fighting anymore, it feels like I'm just chopping vegetables. And thanks to my title, I don't even feel the cold. Plus, with Century Cut constantly restoring my stamina, I can keep fighting endlessly. I can finally say I'm fully prepared for this dungeon. No monster, no matter how strong, can do anything to me now. Then, he began climbing the cliff. As he climbed, he thought, it's been a long time since I entered this place. Mom must be really worried about me. The scene shifted. We see Bai's mother sitting anxiously at home, thinking, you've never gone out without telling me before. It's already been 8 hours. Where did you go, Bai? Please, wherever you are, be safe. Meanwhile, Bai had already reached the Cave Lord's location. After finishing off the giant bear, he declared, so, we meet again. But this time, things are going to be very different. The system announced, by killing the bear, you've reached the highest level of E-Class, level 10. Bai taunted, what's wrong, Cave Lord? Why so nervous? Aren't you happy to see me back again? The Cave Lord growled and sent his warriors charging. But with one blow, Bai sliced the ape monster into pieces. Infuriated, the Cave Lord unleashed his ice storm, but the attack had no effect on Bai. Stepping forward, Bai mocked, what's the matter? Do you have nothing left to attack me with? In desperation, the Cave Lord summoned all his apes at once. Bai grinned, perfect. I needed plenty of monsters to level up anyway. Thanks for the gift. Using his flash step, he moved at blinding speed and sliced one of the Cave Lord's arms clean in half. Bai declared, goodbye, forever. In an instant, he cut the Cave Lord into 1,000 pieces. The system announced, you've slain a level 11 D-Class monster. You are awarded 1,000 experience points. Host has leveled up from E-Class to D-Class. All attributes have increased by 100%. Current level, level 11, D-Class Nuclear Warrior. Bai thought, so I finally leveled up, but what's this new notification? The system continued, you've accumulated enough points to awaken a new profession. Cloud Element has been awakened. Bai realized, I've been fighting cloud-type monsters this whole time without noticing that I'd already gathered over 10,000 points. Let's see what I can do with this. The system explained, you are now Cloud Element, E-Class, level 1. You can freely switch between professions at any time. Bai smirked, this profession is Abyss rank. Even though right now my powers are technically E-Class, with a 200% bonus, my strength is far beyond that. In fact, this D-Class Nuclear Warrior and my Cloud Element power are almost equal. Moving forward, Bai picked up both of the Cave Lord's artifacts. He said, now that I've become a mage, these artifacts will be extremely useful to me. Looking at them, he added, I always used to watch Jiaoling wield powers like these. And now, for the first time, I know what it feels like to be a mage myself. The scene shifted to the next morning, at 5 a.m. We see Bai's mother sitting alone, extremely worried. She thought, it's been 24 hours since my child disappeared, and I have no idea where he is. Just then, Bai walked into the house and said, Mom, forgive me. I took far too long to come back. At that moment, Bai's mom hugged him tightly, crying. Bai said, you've been waiting here the whole day? Don't tell me you haven't eaten anything. By the way, Mom, I need to ask you for something. Will you listen to me? To change our lives, we'll need to make many changes, and this is the beginning of them. He explained, inside the dungeon, I found a lot of things, but many of them were of no use to me, so I sold them for a good price. The scene flashed back to an hour earlier. A man looked at a crystal and said, this one's worth 800. If you like, I can take it from you. Bai replied, not a coin less than 8,000. If you won't buy it, that's fine, I'll leave. The man scoffed, are you joking? This crystal is too small. Who would pay 8,000 for it? Bai smirked, just because you won't, doesn't mean no one will. As soon as I find the right buyer, I'll sell it. The seller said, fine, I'll give you 2,000. Bai said, not a single coin less than 8,000. Seller replied, okay then, 7,000. Bai said, deal, done. He thought to himself, because of my past life, I know many buyers who are willing to pay high prices for crystals. I also know exactly how to negotiate with them. Now I have a decent amount of money. With this, I can buy Mom a proper house. Living in that man's shadow isn't safe for her. Besides, she has never truly known happiness in her life. That changes now. The scene returned to the present. We saw Bai bringing his mother into their new home. He thought, every joy she missed out on before, this time, I will make sure she has them all. Later that evening, around 8 p.m., Bai reflected, everything is finally in place. Now it's time to focus again on increasing my power. One of my professions has already reached D rank, and I've unlocked another. But even so, this much power is still not enough to defeat Father. I'll only walk the path of revenge once I've ensured everyone's safety. Without guaranteeing Mom's safety, I won't do anything reckless. Saying this, he tied a stone around his wrist. The system announced, this is a D-rank magic stone. Your elemental power has increased by 40 points, and your magical power has increased by 50%. Bai thought, there's still a lot of time before Father comes out. I'm certain that before then, I'll be fully prepared. The scene shifted. We saw Qianxing emerging from the dungeon. The guild members praised him. Young master, compared to before, your performance has improved greatly. Without a doubt, in the future, you'll become an outstanding hunter. Just then, a girl offered him water. Brother Qianxing, please drink some. You've been training for so long. You should rest now. Annoyed, Qianxing snapped, I don't need water, nor do I need rest. Everyone get ready, we're going straight back into the dungeon. I must become far stronger before I meet that bastard again. Strong enough that he can't even compare to me. He thought, I possess the Abyss profession, and I've already reached E-class, level 3. No matter what Bai does, he can't match my pace of improvement. The next time we meet, he'll finally realize who the real genius is. The scene shifted again. We saw a girl with a golden profession. She muttered, once again, no awakener has managed to obtain a golden profession this year. Looks like this round of tests won't have anything special either. Just like always, they'll be boring. The scene changed once more. Bai said to his mom, I'm already so late for school. Why didn't you wake me up? His mother replied, smiling, you were sleeping so peacefully. I didn't have the heart to wake you. Eat properly. Even if you're late, it's fine. Sometimes being late is okay. Bai thought, she's right. I haven't slept this peacefully in years. I've never even had the chance to enjoy breakfast so calmly. His mother placed her hand on his shoulder and asked softly, Bai, do you want anything? A toy? A book? Anything at all? Laughing, he said, what's gotten into you, Mom? Why are you suddenly thinking of giving me gifts? She smiled warmly. Of course I'll give you a gift. Next Friday is your birthday. Shocked, Bai thought, she's right. My birthday is on June 5th. In my past life, after Mom died, no one ever celebrated my birthday again. I completely forgot about it. But what would I even want? Honestly, what I truly want, I already have. Nothing else can make me happier, except killing that bastard. That's the only thing that will bring me real joy. The scene shifted again. Bai arrived at the academy. The teacher addressed the students. I'm sure you've rested well after your awakening. Now it's time for real combat training. Just having power is not enough. You need to know how to use it. I'm certain none of you yet understand how crucial combat training really is. Today marks your first day in middle school. And like in junior school, this academy is overseen by the Divine Guild. So perform well. Every move you make is being watched. This training is important because your exams are coming soon. And those exams will be broadcast live across the entire country. If you don't train properly now, you won't perform well then. Here's the exciting part. The best performers will get a chance to train alongside high school students. The Divine Guild might even recruit you early. And this year, the Guild has prepared something truly special. The best students, both from middle and high school, will be taken to Shingi Nation, the location of the Divine Guild's headquarters. Once there, you'll gain incredible opportunities. That's why it's more important than ever to perform your best. Bai was thinking, the Shingi Nation and the Divine Guild headquarters, this was the very place where I first met my master. Even now, he doesn't stay here often. But to be honest, there isn't really any deep connection between my master and that man. He only joined our God Legion after all the other members were already part of the team. That's why, to confirm where that bastard is, it's very important for me to perform well in this exam. All the kids were saying that our combat test would be on Friday, and many were nervous about it. That's when the guy with glasses asked, Teacher, I heard this combat test will take place inside a dungeon, right? The teacher replied, Children, leave all these talks aside. The time has come to officially begin training. First of all, you must strengthen your physical bodies. For that, all of you will be sent into the gravity room. You don't need to do much inside. Just complete 10 sets of shuttle runs. All the kids responded, that sounds pretty easy. But then Bai stepped forward and said to the teacher, I don't want to use this training room. Everyone was shocked, thinking, what did he just say? The teacher asked, Bai, I already know about your fight. I've also heard that you beat Qi and Xing badly. But just because you defeated someone with an abyss-ranked profession doesn't mean you don't need training. If you continue to train, you'll become even stronger. Bai replied, Teacher, I'm not saying I don't want training. What I want is special training. The teacher was surprised. Special training? What exactly do you mean? Are you trying to say there's a problem with my methods? Is that why you don't want to follow them? Bai explained, Teacher, your method is absolutely correct. No matter what profession someone has awakened into, training in the gravity room is important. But shuttle runs specifically boost speed, and that is mainly needed for assassins. For mages and other professions, it's not necessary at all. If you sent mages and enchanters into a different room, like an elemental room, it would benefit them more. There, they could train and refine their elemental powers. I believe since every profession is different, training should also be tailored accordingly. If everyone trained according to their profession, the results would be far better. The teacher grew irritated and said, Listening to you, it feels like you're trying to teach me how to do my job. Qiyin thought to herself, the kind of training Bai is suggesting, that's exactly what Mr. Dong Yan once mentioned. But how can Bai's words match Mr. Dong's? After all, Mr. Dong is the Divine Corpse training officer. I only know about this because Dad once gave me a videotape explaining their new methods. Not everyone is aware of it. For Bai to come up with this idea on his own, that's really impressive. I have to admit, the boy is sharp. The guy with glasses said, Bai, even if your points make sense, just think about the teacher for once. Hearing this must be making him furious. Don't forget, he's the best trainer in our school. He's not going to let you off easily for saying things like this. At that moment, the teacher placed his hand on Bai's shoulder. The guy with glasses muttered, he's done for. No way he's getting out of this now. The teacher said, Bai, seriously, your method sounds really amazing, such an interesting approach. Honestly, I've never heard of anything like it before. The guy with glasses added excitedly, that's actually a very good thing. The teacher didn't take offense. The teacher continued, look, there are many students in our school. Making separate training rooms for everyone would be very difficult. I know your method is impressive, but every school has to perform well. If we don't do well in the exams, it could cause serious problems. And sometimes, a student's entire future depends on just one exam. If our approach ruins someone's chances, their life could be destroyed. As a teacher, it becomes hard for me to choose, should I prioritize the children's lives or a new method? Bai thought to himself, in my past life, I never had support from my family. After my father beat me, Mom went into a coma for a long time. And Dad, he was worthless, but I was lucky to have incredible teachers who helped me grow. That's why I know I can be honest with them. He spoke up, Teacher, I can't promise everything, but you can trust me. I swear, I won't let our school's performance drop. The teacher nodded. Alright then, tell me, how do you want to train? From what I know, you're a nuclear warrior. You can practice however you like. Bai replied firmly, I want to enter the element separation room. Please set it to the maximum level. Everyone gasped. The element room? But he's a warrior class. Bai admitted, yes, I'm a warrior. But honestly, I'm already good at using my warrior skills. My weakness is my elemental power. If I train that, I can become much stronger. Privately, he thought, how can I tell them I'm not just a warrior, but also a mage? Just then Qiyin spoke up, Teacher, I also want to practice in the element room. Since I'm a mage, it'll suit me perfectly. The teacher sighed. Fine, do as you wish. But remember, don't embarrass me in the final exam. I'm sending you with high expectations. Qiyin turned to Bai. Since we're both going to the element room, do you want to practice together? Bai shook his head. No, I'll train alone. Qiyin insisted, even a short joint practice would benefit us both. Bai replied, sorry, but I don't need that. I prefer training alone. Qiyin looked at him seriously. Are you rejecting me? He said bluntly, yes. Meanwhile, the guy with glasses muttered to the teacher, you know, no matter how hard I try, I'll always end up last. So why waste effort? Can I just rest instead? The teacher refused sharply, no, you must work hard. Bai stepped into the element room, deep in thought. I already know almost everything about warrior professions. That's why I don't need much training. But as a mage, I'm a complete beginner. I don't even know how to properly use these powers. I'll need this room to strengthen my mage abilities. And while doing so, I must make sure no one discovers them. This trump card will definitely be useful someday. Besides, our school is under those corrupt gods. If word spreads, it will surely reach them. As long as I'm weak, I can't let myself become their target. As for my classmates, I can't get involved. Our paths will never be the same. What's the point of staying together? When the school day ended, his friends called out, "Hey, wait a second. Where are you rushing off to?" By thought, my 2 childhood friends, they've always stood by me. Before they can reach me, I have to get out of here. The guy with glasses complained, "Why are you walking so fast? You know we never walk like this." Bai reflected, "These 2 are my best friends. All 3 of us were always last in class, and because of that, everyone bullied us. That's why we became close. Honestly, my middle school years were only good because of them. But this life won't have peace. I've chosen the path of revenge, a path full of danger. Anyone close to me will suffer, and I can't let my friends suffer because of me. They will always be my best friends, but I can't watch them get hurt." One friend said, "What's wrong with him? He used to always be with us. Now he doesn't even listen when we call. Weren't we supposed to be the unbreakable trio? Has he broken it?" The guy with glasses replied, "Don't you see? Compared to before, Bai has become much stronger. His confidence too. A person riding a bicycle doesn't wait for those on foot, right?" When they stepped outside the school, they saw Bai waiting for them. He said to the guy with glasses, "Hey, remember this, as soon as you get time, get your lungs checked, otherwise, you'll face problems in the future." Happily, one friend said, "I knew it. Bai will never leave us behind. He's always been with us, and he always will be." But Bai quietly said, "No, I'm leaving." Panting heavily, Bai's friend said, "Bai, you've become really cruel. If it weren't for the effort I put into the last shuttle run, I would have definitely caught you just now." The guy with glasses teased, "Why are you jumping around so much? The teacher told us to run 10 laps, but you only managed 6 before collapsing unconscious." Bai thought to himself, "In my previous life, this same friend died right here in school. The truth is, he has a lung infection that grows so severe within a year that it kills him. Because of my circumstances, I can't keep close friendships, but that doesn't mean I won't protect them. At the very least, this friend will live this time, and that makes me happy." Meanwhile, his friends whispered among themselves, "He's changed a lot. He never used to be like this." The guy with glasses nodded. "Yes, he's different now, but deep down, he's still our Bai, the one who cares for us more than anyone else." Scene shifts to the Sheng Nation. We see Mr. Dongyang speaking. "I heard about a newcomer who recently joined our Divine Guild. He's been performing remarkably well. That recruit was none other than you, the one who broke every record right after joining." The man standing before him smiled faintly. "Mr. Dongyang, you're praising me too much. I didn't come here for compliments. I came to give my report." As the camera turns, we realize, it's the same traitor who once betrayed Bai's team. On the other side, Bai spoke to his mother. "Mom, if you need anything, please tell me. Don't go out alone, it's not safe." His thoughts grew heavy. I still don't understand why Mom doesn't realize the danger. Even if I told her, she might not believe me, that Dad himself could be a threat to this family. No matter what, I need to tighten Mom's security. Father could be released from prison at any moment. Scene shift to the prison. During mealtime, Bai Lingxing discreetly passed a note to another inmate. "I'm entrusting this matter entirely to you," the man replied confidently. "Don't worry, Lingxing. Everything is already prepared. By tomorrow morning, you'll be out. You don't need to lift a finger." Scene shifts to the Friday training. Bai reflected on his progress. "With daily training, my body has grown far stronger than before, and my control over magic has also improved. To become a good mage, casting time is critical, and so is regulating how much power goes into each spell. Master those 2 things, and becoming a mage becomes much easier." Meanwhile, one of his friends clenched his fists. "If Bai is avoiding us because we're weak, then I'll just grow stronger. Strong enough that he'll have no choice but to keep us as friends." Days of training passed, and soon it was Wednesday. Bai's friends asked, "Are you coming with us to the river tonight?" Bai shook his head. "Sorry, I have work at home. I can't join you tonight." His friends muttered, "He's become so cold. Whatever we ask, he always refuses." But as Bai walked away, he paused to give advice. "Finn, you're an archer. Always pay attention to the wind when you shoot. If you fire with the wind's direction, your accuracy will improve greatly." Finn's eyes lit up. "Thank you. I'll keep that in mind from now on." Scene shift to Thursday. We see the guy with glasses at a medical checkup. The doctor said, "Son, it's very fortunate you came early. There's a cystic tumor in your lungs. Right now, it's still in the growth stage, which makes it easy to remove. If it had developed further, your chances would have dropped dramatically. You'll need surgery, but afterwards, you'll be fine." Overwhelmed with relief, the guy with glasses replied, "Thank you so much, doctor. I'll return next week without delay." Walking out, He thought deeply. Bai told me to get checked. If not for him, I never would have come. But how did he know about my lungs, when even I didn't? Bai, what has happened to you? How do you know so much about the future? As the guy with glasses was heading home, he overheard some of Qi and Sheng's men talking. Did you hear? Qi and Sheng cheated again. He's already reached level 4 of Class E. No doubt he'll rank first in the exam. Another muttered, how did he get so strong so fast? Normally, someone would have to enter a dungeon to grow like that. The first man sneered, clearly, you don't know much about Qi and Sheng. His family is extremely powerful, they own private dungeons. Their army and relatives train inside them all the time. For him, entering one is no big deal. I heard he was humiliated by a junior last week. He's been training ever since to take revenge. And today might be the day he teaches that boy a lesson. The second man agreed. I knew it. After being beaten by a junior, Qi and Sheng would never stay quiet. That kid who provoked him, he's finished. The guy with glasses' face turned pale. This fight isn't going to happen inside the school. Who knows what kind of attack Qi and Sheng will use? If Bai falls into his hands, he'll surely kill him. I must protect Bai. If the fight were in school, someone could stop it. But this time, it's outside. Anything could happen. If he uses his men against Bai, Bai won't survive. But wait, what can I even do? I'm too weak. I might only become a burden. Still, Bai is my friend. He's the one who saved me. If I have to die to protect him, so be it. After all, a brother would give his life to save his brother. For my friend, I can do the same. Bai, wait for me. No matter what it takes, I'll save you. And I won't regret it. The guy with glasses whispered to himself, there's only one way to save Bai. I have to take up weapons. Saying this, he broke the lock on the armory room. His determination burned in his thoughts. No matter what rules I have to break, no matter how much trouble I get into at school, I'll protect my brother. He picked up an axe and gripped it tightly. Bai, wait for me. Your brother is coming to save you. Just then, a voice called from behind. What are you doing here? Why did you break into the armory? Turning around, he saw it was Qi-in. Oh, Qi-in, it's you. She frowned. What's wrong? Why do you look so worried? Is something going on? The guy with glasses answered firmly, yes. I have to go. Bai's life is in danger. He needs our help. Qi-in gasped. What? Bai is in danger? Meanwhile, Bai was walking home. He suddenly stopped and said aloud, Qi and Sheng, come out. I know you've been following me ever since we left school. Tell me quickly what you want, because I'm in a hurry to get home. Qi and Sheng stepped out of the shadows, smirking. You're asking me what I want? Don't act like you don't know. Last weekend, you humiliated me in front of everyone. I'm here to reclaim my dignity. Bai replied calmly, you lost to me last weekend, and now you've come to fight again. Where did you get this sudden confidence? Qi and Sheng's eyes flashed as he stepped closer. I'm not the same as before. After training, I've become far more powerful. Using a backstep technique, he suddenly appeared behind Bai to strike. But without even looking, Bai blocked the attack with ease. Qi and Sheng's thoughts raced. His attack power, it's far stronger than before. Even after leveling up, he's still stronger than me. How is this possible? Bai said coldly. Did you really think you were the only one who's been growing stronger? Remember this, the world doesn't stop for anyone. If you're getting stronger, that's good. But assuming everyone else is standing still, that's pure stupidity. With a swift motion, Bai pressed his sword to Qi and Sheng's head. The narrator explains, during their first fight, Qi and Sheng hadn't understood much. But now, even after coming fully prepared, he still lost. And in that moment, he finally realized, no matter how hard he tried, no matter how many years he trained, Bai was a wall he could never surpass. Accepting this truth was the only path forward. Qi and Sheng muttered bitterly, I've leveled up too, but how did you become so powerful so quickly? After school, I trained endlessly, venturing into dangerous dungeons, practicing late into the night. Even then, I only managed to reach level 4. You didn't even have the resources I had, and yet you surpassed me. Who are you really? How are you doing this? Bai chuckled. Yes, you've worked hard, but tell me, have you ever risked your life to grow stronger? Have you ever faced death itself just to gain power? Qi and Sheng's defiance faltered. Fine, I've lost. You don't need to humiliate me further. If you want to kill me, then do it. I'd rather die than live with disrespect. Bai lowered his sword slightly. If I wanted to kill you, I would have. But I don't hate you enough for that. You've been following me since we left school, yet you never tried a sneak attack, nor did you call on your family or allies for help. You came alone, for a fair fight. That tells me your intentions weren't evil. You just wanted to see how strong you've become compared to me. For that reason, I won't kill you. Qi and Sheng clenched his fists. Then what do you want from me? Either kill me now or wait until the day I become stronger than you. I'll return to settle this. I told you already. I can accept death, but never humiliation. And right now, with the way you're talking to me, I feel humiliated. Bai smirked. Earlier, I said I didn't hate you, but after hearing that, I realize maybe I do hate you, just a little. Unbeknownst to them, the guy with glasses and Chi-in were watching from a distance. The guy with glasses whispered, "See, Bai doesn't even need our help. He defeated Qi and Sheng a while ago, and now he's just sitting there holding him down." Meanwhile, Bai leaned closer to Qi and Sheng. "To be honest, I was waiting for you. I wanted to strike a deal. If you agree, I'll tell you how I've been growing so powerful, so quickly, but in exchange, I'll demand a heavy price, and you'll have no choice but to pay it." The next morning, the school prepared for its grand event, Assessment Day, where every student would be tested. The teacher stands before the students and says, "For the past week, you have all been training. Now, after 7 days of effort, it is time for your examination. Before you enter the assessment, I want to make one thing clear. Many of you might believe you are simply entering a combat simulation, but in reality, you will be stepping into an actual dungeon. Yes, these zones have already been cleared once. However, that does not make them safe. They are still filled with dangerous beasts, powerful creatures that will push you to your limits. Only engage a monster if you are confident you can defeat it. If not, retreat immediately. To ensure your safety, senior students will accompany you. They normally won't interfere in your battles, but if they sense you are in mortal danger, they are permitted to step in. Remember, if you recklessly choose an enemy far beyond your ability, the simulation may be forcibly ended, which could badly affect your results." The teacher continues, "We've decided to form teams of 4. Each group will consist of 3 or 4 regular students, accompanied by 1 senior. You will have the option to enter either an F-rank dungeon or an E-rank dungeon. The F-rank dungeon are relatively easier, but the E-rank dungeons are extremely dangerous. If you lack the proper strength, overconfidence could cost you dearly, not only physically but also academically. A poor result here will weigh heavily on your future. So, raise your hands and choose. Who among you wishes to enter the E-rank dungeon?" A few students raised their hands. Among them are Chi-in and Qi and Sheng. Only a small number volunteer. Watching them, the guy with glasses whispers, "I have to admit, they're really confident in their strength. Even knowing how dangerous E-rank dungeons are, they're still ready to face them." Finn adds, "If only I had a better profession instead of a low-tier green one, I'd go with them too." The teacher nods and announces, "Out of 180 students, only 8 have chosen the E-rank dungeons. The rest will enter the F-rank dungeons." Chi-in, however, is surprised. She thinks, "How is this possible? I was certain Bai would choose the E-rank, but he didn't raise his hand at all." Just then, Bai raises his hand and says, "Teacher, please wait a moment. I'm not interested in either option you gave us. I want to enter a D-rank dungeon." The entire room falls silent. Students whisper in shock, "What? Did he just say D-rank? That's insane." The teacher frowns and asks, "Bai, are you joking? It's only been a few days since your awakening, and you're already talking about challenging a D-rank dungeon? Do you even understand what you're asking?" The director steps forward, his tone serious. "D-rank dungeons are extremely dangerous. Only high school students are allowed to enter them. Middle schoolers are forbidden." Bai replies firmly, "Director, I've read the school rulebook carefully. Nowhere does it say a middle school student cannot enter a D-rank dungeon. During combat simulations, we are given the right to choose where we want to go. And if you've forgotten, let me remind you, the sole purpose of this school is to discover talented students for the Divine Guild. To prove one's talent, a student must be free to take risks. If you stop me from entering, it means you are preventing me from proving my ability. Tell me, Director, are you willing to do that?" The director studies him for a long moment, then finally nods. "Very well, you may enter, but tell me, where is your team?" Bai shakes his head. "Who needs a team? I'll go alone." The director's expression hardens. "You just quoted the rulebook, so let me remind you of another rule. No student, regardless of the rank of the dungeon, is permitted to enter alone. Forming a team is mandatory. This rule is strict and absolute." At that moment, Chi-in raises her hand. "Then I'll join him. I'll go into the D-rank dungeon as well." The director was stunned. "Chi-in, have you lost your mind? If you get hurt, what am I supposed to tell your father?" Chi-in answers with determination, "Director, D-rank dungeons contain powerful monsters. Defeating them means higher scores. If it helps me achieve better results, then I'm willing to take the risk." Bai looks at her and shakes his head. "No, I'll go alone. I don't want anyone else with me." Chi-in glares at him, visibly offended. "I stepped up to help you, and you rejected me in front of everyone again." The teacher intervenes, his voice firm. "Enough, Bai. I've listened to you patiently, but this is final. If you want to enter a D-rank dungeon, you may, but but you will not go alone. Chi-in will accompany you. The director sighs in frustration. Fine, do as you please. Clearly, you students think you know better than everyone else. Barely a week since your awakening, and you're already acting on your own whims. I dread to imagine what kind of choices you'll make once you're older. The teacher addresses the students. For the D-rank dungeon, only 2 of you have volunteered. Understand this, entering alone will be extremely dangerous. In fact, very few seniors would even dare to step into a D-rank dungeon. No matter what anyone says, such dungeons are always perilous. Just then, a senior raises his hand and says, "Teacher, I will go with them. These children are the young flowers of our nation. As their senior, I am ready to help. Please don't worry, I'll protect them." The teacher nods. Xiling, you're going to assist them? If you're with these children, then there won't be any problem. Chi-in, shocked, whispers to her Bai, "What? Senior Xiling will be helping us? Do you even realize who he is? He's incredible, so skilled that he was accepted into the school's ultimate team." Bai frowns in confusion. The ultimate team, that group is reserved only for the absolute best. But this Xiling, I've never even heard of him before. Meanwhile, Xiling studies Bai and thinks to himself, this boy is so arrogant. Just because he thinks he has some special power, he wants to show off in front of everyone. But I guarantee, once he steps into that dungeon, he'll be trembling. Today, he'll finally learn just how dangerous this world really is. The teacher announces, "Very well. Our combat examination officially begins now. Remember, everything you do inside will be live-streamed. Our school cameras will follow you and record your entire test. If you perform well, it will benefit you greatly. So, children, give it your very best. Let's see which one of you achieves the highest score this year." Bai reflects silently. Our middle school is built directly above numerous dungeons. Most of them are low-level dungeons, which is why both high school and middle school students train here. On top of that, the monster's power is usually sealed to reduce the risk. Most creatures are between F rank and E rank, and only rarely does one reach D rank. That's why I chose the D rank dungeon. The other dungeons are meaningless. The monsters there are already too weak. Fighting them would gain me nothing. But during this exam, I'll have to be careful. Since everything is live-streamed, I must keep my trump cards and my true power hidden. No one can know my secrets. With that thought, Bai steps forward and enters the D-rank dungeon. Inside the dungeon, Xiling says confidently, "Juniors, don't worry. As long as your senior is here, nothing will happen to you. I've entered dungeons like this many times before. I could defeat the monsters here even with my eyes closed." Chi-in asks, "If you've been here before, then you must know how strong the monsters really are, right?" Xiling nods. "Yes, most monsters here are between levels 5 and 15, but nearly all of the D-rank monsters have already been taken down by high school students. That means you'll mostly encounter E-rank monsters. Still, don't underestimate them. If they're around level 10, they could cause you serious trouble. Remember, you've only just awakened your powers. Don't get overconfident, because compared to those monsters, you're still nothing." Bai ignores him and walks further ahead. Xiling, annoyed, shouts, "Boy, I'm talking to you, and yet you just keep running forward. If a monster shows up, you'll come running back to me, begging for help." Bai stops and turns his head slightly. "You talk too much. Listen, senior, you were sent here to stand quietly and watch. So keep your mouth shut, and don't you dare interfere in any of my fights. If you do, it'll end very badly for you." Hearing this, Xiling grew furious, but he couldn't do anything about it. Outside, the spectators watching the live broadcast were buzzing with excitement. This year's live stream has finally started. It's going to be so much fun to watch. The scene then shifts to the ultimate campus, where the vice captain reports to the captain, "Captain, the stream has already started. This year is going to be incredible. And you know what's the funniest part? One kid actually chose a D-rank dungeon." The captain raised an eyebrow. "Oh, a D-rank dungeon? Which class is that kid from?" The vice captain chuckled. "That's the best part, you'll laugh when you hear it. The kid who chose the D-rank dungeon only has the worst profession, a measly gray rank. Honestly, I'm watching this entire stream just because of him. I really want to know where he gets all that confidence from." The scene then shifts to a F-rank dungeon, where Bai's friend, the guy with glasses, looks extremely nervous. A senior scolded him, "You're a support. You don't even have to fight on the front lines. Just stay in the back. So why are you so scared? With all your shouting, you're only making the others more nervous." The guy with glasses muttered, "But I heard F-rank dungeons are supposed to be easy, so how can the monsters here be this dangerous?" Next, we see an E-rank dungeon. Most of the kids who entered are badly injured. Furious, Qi and Xing yelled, "You people can't even handle something this small? Why did you even come with me then?" "Fine, I'll show you how to fight alone." He immediately started slashing down monsters, swearing under his breath, "No matter what it takes, I will definitely crush that bastard by someday." Meanwhile, in the D-rank dungeon, Bai is effortlessly cutting down monsters. I have to admit, the experience points here are amazing. Chi-in, stunned, asks, "Bai, how are you even doing this? You're defeating these monsters like they're nothing." Bai calmly explains, "These are sealed monsters. They can only use half of their powers. That's why it isn't that hard to fight them." Chi-in nods but insists, "Even if they're sealed, you're still taking down huge groups at once. I didn't even realize when you got so far ahead of me." Bai replies, "There's no need to compare yourself to me. Focus on your own progress. You'll get stronger too." Chi-in, blushing, mutters, "Why do you always talk so coldly? Though, to be honest, it actually suits you." Meanwhile, Xiling fumes in silence. "Who does this kid think he is? I came here to steal the spotlight, but because of him, no one's paying attention to me. Fine, he'd better be careful. Overconfidence can get him killed in a dungeon. I'll admit his performance is amazing, but this is his first real dungeon. His lack of experience will drag him down. If he doesn't listen to my advice, he'll regret it." But Bai ignores him completely. "Chi-in, you handle the monsters on the right. I'll take care of the rest," he says before charging ahead. Once again, Xiling grits his teeth. He ignored me, again. And now everyone's watching this live. Because of him, my reputation is in shambles. Bai reassures Chi-in, "The monsters on the right are low level. You'll be able to handle them easily." Chi-in hesitates. "Do you mean, I should fight them alone?" Bai nods. "Yes, this combat simulation is an individual test. If I kill everything while you just stand around, your score will drop badly. If you want a good score, you have to fight." Chi-in straightens up. "Alright, I'm ready. Let's fight." And together, they move forward. Watching from behind, Xiling seethes again. Damn it. They're working so professionally, they don't even need me. If things aren't difficult for them, I'll make sure they become difficult. Back in the live stream, viewers are amazed. These kids are incredible. Look at Bai. He's cutting through E-rank monsters like it's nothing. The way he fights, it doesn't even seem like this is his first time. Another adds, "I read his report. Officially, he's only an E-class, level 1. But no one really knows his exact level right now. Judging by his strength, he's at least E3 or E4. And look at his strategy, his observation skills are insane. He chose the left side for himself because the monsters there are stronger and suited to his type, while sending Chi-in to the weaker right side. He's not just fighting, he's analyzing everything, learning which elements work against which monsters." The crowd marvels. There are many hunters in this world, but hunters this smart are rare. For someone this young to have such awareness, imagine how powerful he'll become when he grows up. Meanwhile, the teacher watching the stream start recalling Bai's earlier words. "Kid, you've really impressed me. Now I understand. You weren't bluffing at all. You were genuinely confident in yourself. I can't wait to see what you'll do next." At the same time, Bai was deep in thought. "I noticed earlier, there are extra elemental signals coming from the right cave. They're low level, and their weakness happens to be the flora element, which Chi-in possesses. That's why she'll have no problem fighting them." Just then, a spider monster lunges at Chi-in, but she quickly traps it in her vines and poisons it. Killing the monster earns her 30 experience points. Excited, Chi-in exclaims, "I defeated another one." Bai observes carefully, every awakened has unique skills based on their profession, skills that only they can use. Chi-in's ability is called Poison Wall. She channels plants through her vines to strike enemies, and it's highly effective against monsters. He notes further, considering this is her first time inside a dungeon, she's handling herself really well against powerful monsters. This girl has incredible talent, she'll definitely go far in this world. Looking ahead, Bai senses danger. This cave probably contains D-class monsters, that's why it's been sealed. Chi-in performing well here is a good thing, it means the spotlight won't stay only on me. That way, even while fighting, I can keep my true abilities hidden. No one will suspect I possess dangerous skills. He thinks further, but what about the D-class monsters? Wherever I go, the camera follows me. If the outside world sees me defeating D-class monsters too easily, they'll definitely grow suspicious. I need to plan my next steps carefully. Meanwhile, Xiling stews in frustration. Both of them are so capable, they've completely ignored me, moving forward as if I don't even exist. Fine, since they're having so much fun, I'll raise the stakes and make things even more exciting. With a smirk, he prepares an attack. "Let's see how you handle my arrow of light." But instead of aiding them, his arrow flies past Chi-in and enters the cave. Xiling shrugs innocently. "What? I was just trying to buff you. Why did you dodge it?" Suddenly, a terrifying roar echoes out. From the cave emerges a level 11, two-headed lion. Bai quickly turns, his instincts sharp. Where is this overwhelming power coming from? Qin tries to restrain it with her vines, but they have no effect. Panic sets in. What should I do? My vines aren't working at all. Am I about to die here? Xiling, on the other hand, grins smugly. Finally, my chance has come. In front of everyone, I'll be the star. But before the lion can reach Qin, Bai flashes forward at incredible speed, slashing one of its heads back. Yet, he immediately notices the second head lunging toward Qin. Without hesitation, he uses Flash Step again, striking the other head. Still, he frowns. All the monsters here are supposed to be sealed, so how can this one be so fast? Something is definitely wrong with this beast. Meanwhile, Xiling chuckles to himself. I know everything about this cave. All the D-rank monsters here are sealed, which makes fighting them easy. But this lion is different, it's the strongest among them. Its sealing never worked properly. These kids thought they were amazing, now they'll learn what real danger means. He smirks further. No matter how hard they fight, they can't scratch a true D-class monster. And the best part? My so-called buff landed directly on it, making it even stronger than before. Now, not even professionals could take it down. What chance do these two brats have? Bai narrows his eyes. This monster really is far stronger than expected. If I use my positioning carefully, I can kill it, but that would mean exposing more of my true power. Out loud, he commands, Qin, fall back. I already have a plan to deal with it. But Qin trembles, lost in her own thoughts. I can't stay this weak forever. If I keep panicking whenever danger comes, how will I ever become a true hunter? As the lion charges again toward Bai, Qin summons her courage and activates Poison Wall, blocking the beast mid-attack. Qin spoke firmly, if that's not enough, I'll use even more vines. She then restrained the monster further with her additional vines. Bai, shocked, thought, what just happened? 2 seconds ago she was terrified, and now she's handling this monster on her own. Qin continued, Bai, I'm here to support you, not be a burden. I'll stay by your side. Even if this is a D-class monster, so what? We fight together. If we lose together. If we win together. Xiling, observing, thought to himself, what kind of kids are these? Just a moment ago, that monster was about to eat this girl. She couldn't even move, and now she's declaring she'll fight it. Seriously, there's something unusual about these kids. Bai smiled and said, I really like your new courage. Fighting together like this will be even more fun. Meanwhile, Qin thought, I worked so hard for today. If all that effort goes to waste because I turn out to be a coward, what's the point? I won't give up. And besides, with Bai here, there's nothing to fear. I know he won't let me die. Bai cautioned, you're already using a lot of magic. Don't overdo it. I'll handle the next part myself. Bai reflected on his past. Qin has always been a genius, a confident, charming girl who treats everyone well. Her family background is also extraordinary. Normally, kids from such families can be arrogant, like Qi Sheng, but she's kind to everyone. No one in junior high disliked her. Everyone expected her to achieve great things in the future. After junior high, I hadn't heard much about her. Maybe she lived another life after that. For now, though, she's proving to be a huge help to me. No one will suspect that I'm hiding my skills, and I can fully trust her. Xiling, scheming, thought, do these kids really think they've won? Each of their defenses is breaking one by one, and once they're gone, there's nothing they can do. Celebrate while you can. Soon, you'll crawl to me begging for help. You may be confident and smart, but against a D-class monster, your strength is nothing. I'll step in, take down the monster, and become a hero in front of everyone. He amplified the monster's buff, making it even more powerful, causing its vines to shatter easily. Bai, determined, thought, I'll maneuver this monster back and forth. As a warrior, my speed is fast. You'll know exactly when to act. Qin responded, got it, I understand. Bai pulled the monster behind him and considered, I knew it, earlier I attacked it, so now it's particularly angry at me. When it charges, it'll target me. He ran, jumping into the river, with the monster following closely behind. Shouting, Bai called out, Qin, show your skills now. Qin responded, using her vines to catch the lion mid-charge, crushing it with overwhelming force until it was completely defeated. Xiling, shocked, muttered to himself, what's going on here? I thought defeating this monster would be a huge challenge for them. I was sure they'd eventually come to me for help, but they killed it so easily. Honestly, even with my buffs, I couldn't have taken it down this quickly. These brats, they're not normal. It makes my blood boil. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, everyone watching the fight was stunned. The spectators whispered among themselves, that kid has a nuclear-type profession. If he'd fought the monster head-on, it would have been tough. but he used his brain and lured it into the water. Everyone knows that inside water, flora-type abilities become much stronger. That's why Chi-In was able to finish it off so easily. The teacher also praised them. These two displayed incredible teamwork. They've proven that with the right coordination, even powerful monsters can be taken down. Alone, they would have never managed it. But thanks to Bai's leadership and quick reactions, they achieved victory. I must say, this boy has a bright future ahead. The way he handled this battle was remarkable. After witnessing this fight, the conclusion was obvious. Bai and Chi-In were the clear favorites to claim rank 1 in the competition. All the other students who entered the E-rank dungeon had been badly injured, while these two were successfully defeating monsters in a D-rank dungeon. The other teachers agreed. With performances like this, it's hard to imagine anyone else taking first place. Still, we'll wait until everyone returns before making it official, teacher scoffed. What's there to wait for? Just defeating a D-class monster is enough to secure them rank 1. Once this footage is submitted, I'm sure they'll achieve the highest score in our academy's history, a score no one has ever reached before. But suddenly, the live stream cut off. The teachers panicked. What happened? Did a monster attack the camera? The scene shifted to reveal Xiling. He had deliberately destroyed the camera. With a cold sneer, he said, "Neither this device nor its recordings will survive. Without the footage, the higher-ups will never acknowledge your performance. No matter how hard you two worked, I've already ruined it, and you'll pay a heavy price for disrespecting me." Just then, the system notification rang out. You have defeated a lion monster. Reward, 100 experience points. Bai turned to Chi-In with gratitude. Thank you, Chi-In. If you hadn't used your abilities like that, we definitely would have lost. Chi-In shook her head. No, Bai, this was all because of you. I just did what you told me to. Without your guidance, I could never have done it. Bai smiled and replied, it's because you trained in the element room, just like I did. That training helped you understand your power and use it effectively. Without that, no matter how much I guided you, you wouldn't have been able to control your abilities so well. Chi-In, surprised, asked, really? So it's all thanks to the training? Before Bai could answer, Xiling walked up to them, smirking. You've done your part, but now it's over. You can chat all you want later. There's no point wasting time here. You've already achieved enough inside this dungeon, and staying won't change anything. Bai glared at him. You may think you've fooled us, but I saw everything. Everyone knows the monsters here are sealed, yet that lion monster was still using so much power. Your buff worked extremely well. So tell me, why did you buff our opponent? If I report this, that you gave a D-rank monster a buff, you'll be in serious trouble. Xiling quickly defended himself. I didn't do it on purpose. I saw Chi-In struggling, so as a senior, I tried to buff her, but somehow, she dodged it, and the buff ended up on the monster instead. Everything that happened was because of her, not me. Bai scoffed. You're good at making excuses. If only you were half as good at being an awakener. From what I know, you're an archer. Shouldn't your aim be precise? Are you saying your accuracy is so pathetic that even a kid dodged your buff? Chi-In said, surprised. Now I understand why you didn't get selected for the ultimate campus. You can't even hit a target. That's why they rejected you. Xiling bristled. What did you just say? Are you doubting my abilities? Bai stepped forward calmly. I can't judge your ability, but I have complete faith in ours. If you keep acting like this, it won't end well for you. Xiling, clearly annoyed, moved toward them. You two are incredibly rude. Don't get cocky just because you took down a few monsters. You have no idea how dangerous the path ahead really is. If you keep showing off like this, you'll achieve nothing in life. With that, he stormed off. Outside, Bai noticed the camera had been smashed. Chi-In fumed. That senior was a real bastard. I'm so angry at him. Bai replied, pragmatic. What matters is our job here is done. We should leave. Still, he couldn't shake the thought that Xiling had broken the cameras on purpose, to prevent their recording from reaching the higher-ups, and to stop them from getting the high score they deserved. If Xiling did this, then our footage might never reach the judges. But he already left the cave. Rules say once someone exits, they can't re-enter. That actually gives me an advantage. No one outside is watching what we do now. They're still focused on the live stream. I can take on the D-rank monsters inside and do what I came here to do. Chi-In looked alarmed. Bai, what are you talking about? What do you intend to do? Bai led her to the entrance of sealed cave and lowered his voice. Chi-In, I trust you. Whatever I'm about to do, promise me you won't tell anyone outside. What I do will remain between us. Even if you told someone, no one would believe it anyway. Chi-In's eyes widened in disbelief. Are you planning something no one will believe? What exactly are you going to do? Bai's expression darkened as he remembers that he had asked Qianxing for a favor in exchange for telling him a training method, and that thing was a magic crystal. Using that crystal, Bai could unseal a sealed cave, releasing all the monsters trapped inside. He'd been saving it for a decisive moment. Bai said, "I'll remove this cave seal, soon every monster trapped here will come out, and we'll fight them." Chi-in protested, frantic, "Are you insane? You know these caves are full of D-rank monsters. We struggled defeating just one D-rank earlier. If you unseal the cave and release all of them, how will we possibly fight them? Don't be foolish, we aren't strong enough to take on that many at once." Bai shook his head. "Who said we'd fight them together? I'll handle them alone." He activated his hidden second profession. Chi-in stared in shock. "What? You were a warrior, how are you a mage now?" Bai smiled with a hint of mischief. "There's a lot you don't know about me. Even if I told you, you'd never believe it. Having an extra profession is one of those things. Now go wait by the exit. Give me 5 minutes, I'll take care of them, then we'll leave together." Moments later, lion monsters began streaming out of the cave. Chi-in's anxiety spiked. "Be careful, Bai." Bai unleashed his full power. The system announced, "You are Cloud Mage, E rank, level 5. Bai grinned. "With level 5, I can deal with them easily." He gathered them with his ice magic. Chi-in could hardly believe it. "What? Bai has an abyss rank profession and is controlling 3 lions at once? Even stopping one with vines was hard for me before. How is he doing this?" Using his chains and ice, Bai immobilized 3 monsters in a single move. These monsters have been sealed for a long time, their powers have been significantly weakened. That's why they're easy to defeat now. More will keep pouring out of the cave, so I'll need space to take them down all at once. Understanding this, Chi-in fell back to give him room. Chi-in reassured him, "Bai, just focus on your fight. I won't disturb you at all." Just then, a group of level 12 panthers emerged from the cave. Bai thought to himself, normally, D-rank monsters are extremely dangerous, but because they've been sealed, their strength has weakened a lot. I still remember how much trouble I had fighting that monkey monster. Even though these panthers are a higher level than that monkey, their actual power is less than half of its strength. He quickly used his magic, freezing one of the panthers in place. Thanks to my ice generation skill, I can draw moisture from the atmosphere and turn it into ice. That means I'll never run out of ice here. First, I need to immobilize these monsters, and then I can attack them. But suddenly, Bai sensed danger, another monster was sneaking up behind him. Instantly, he switched into his nuclear warrior profession and vanished in a burst of speed, reappearing in front of the attacker. I knew it was trying to ambush me. What it doesn't know is that my warrior profession makes me far faster than it could ever keep up with. Bai then used his ice ability again, freezing the monster solid. Chi-in, watching from a distance, was stunned. Bai keeps switching between his professions, and these extra professions are giving him such an advantage in battle. Now I finally understand why he went to the element room even though he's a warrior. He wasn't training his warrior skills, he was training his mage skills. Truly, he's mysterious and powerful. During training, he never let anyone know he had extra professions. And honestly, he understands the mage profession better than I do. She reflected on her own abilities. We mages are meant to control the forces of nature, whether it's flora magic or ice magic. Without nature's help, our magic is incomplete. But even when I use nature's power, I can only summon a few vines at a time before getting exhausted. I constantly have to recharge, and I'm terrible at long-range attacks. Honestly, I'm just a full-time mage, and yet I can't use my skills the way Bai does. For a mage, launching big attacks isn't the hardest part, it's controlling the power. But watching Bai now, it feels like he's mastered complete control over his skills. She was awestruck as she continued watching him fight. He adapts his attacks to each monster, sometimes freezing them in place, sometimes striking them with ice spears. I've never seen anyone use magic like this before. Bai is a true genius. No matter which profession he has, he masters it instantly. Honestly, out of all the people I know, he is the biggest genius. No one can even imagine how far he'll go in the future. Even though we're in the same class, he has already surpassed all of us by a huge margin. I don't know why, but now he seems so incredible to me. Just then, a level 15 monster emerges from the cave. Bai says, "Finally, the boss monster is here. I've been waiting for this one." He quickly transforms into his nuclear warrior form, thinking, the item I need is with this monster. That's why it's so important for me to defeat it. Using Flash Step, he strikes the monster's head. He thinks, normally, fighting this kind of monster would be troublesome, but since it has been sealed for so long, it's currently even weaker than that monkey I fought earlier. Honestly, the seal has given me a huge advantage. The monster regains balance and attacks again, but Bai continues to assault it with Flash Step. His attack speed was so terrifying that the monster can't even see him, and within moments, he severely injures it. Bai says, it's time for the final blow. Then he uses Century Cut, splitting all the monsters in two with a single strike. Since all the frozen monsters die as well, Bai gains a huge amount of points and levels up to D-Class Level 3 Nuclear Warrior. He also finds a very high-quality jade inside the boss monster. He thinks, if I keep fighting like this, I'll unlock my other professions quickly. Having multiple professions makes fighting so much easier. As he looks ahead, he sees jades scattered on the ground. He says, this is exactly what I needed. Finally, after so much effort, I got it. Then the system announces, Host has reached D-Class Level 3 in Nuclear Warrior. Host has reached D-Class Level 1 in Cloud Mage. Bai was surprised. What? My mage profession also reached D-Class? This profession levels up really fast. The system continues. Your title 1 against 100 has been upgraded. Your new title is One-Man Army. From now on, whenever you face large groups of monsters, all your attributes will increase by 20%. After finishing, he walks up to Chi-In and says, my work here is done. By the way, do you remember what I told you? Chi-In replies, yes, I remember. We then see that Chi-In has also reached E-Class Level 7. Meanwhile, the teachers rush towards Bai. They say, Bai's stream has been cut off, and the detector shows that all the sealed monsters inside the D-Class Abyss have been released. The energy level has suddenly increased drastically. We must hurry. Who knows what the kids are doing inside right now? As they rush, they spot Xiling. The teachers ask, Xiling, what are you doing here? If you're here, then who is protecting the children? The danger for them has increased even more. We must move quickly. The seal has already broken. Who knows what condition those kids are in? Shocked, Xiling says, what? The seal has broken? But when I was there, it wasn't broken. Anyway, this is actually a good thing. That annoying brat was acting all tough, but now those D-Class monsters will beat him to death. Finally, he'll learn his place. The teachers finally reach inside and are shocked. What is going on? Everything here seems completely fine. Bai asks, teacher, what are you doing here? Shocked, the teacher says, wait, is the cave still sealed? I thought the seal had already broken. Another teacher adds, looks like our machine must be malfunctioning again. Last time too, it gave us wrong readings when we checked, but everything here was fine. We need to replace that machine. Anyway, this is good news. The kids are all safe. Next, we see Xiling meeting the vice captain of the Ultimate Campus. Xiling says, Vice Captain, I've collected everything you asked me to, so can I finally get the last member seat on your team? The vice captain replies, sorry, but we can't take you anymore. We've already chosen someone else for that position. Shocked, Xiling says, what? You picked someone else? But who is it? Vice Captain, you can't do this. You promised me that position. My strength and background were more than enough for it, so how could you choose someone over me? At that moment, the captain appears and says, there's only one reason. We found someone more qualified than you in every way. That white-haired boy was truly exceptional. You'll never be able to match him. The scene shifts. We see Chen Jinwoo telling someone, this time, you almost caused a huge problem. Remember, I worked really hard to get you out, so don't mess things up again. The other guy replies, don't worry about me. Last time was just bad luck, that's why I got caught. This time I won't make any mistakes. Looking around, Jinwoo says, I've got some exciting news. Our captain, Hong, will be coming next Friday. You already know what you have to do. The man replies confidently, don't worry, I know exactly what needs to be done. At that moment, Jinwoo receives a call from the captain. Jinwoo said, I'm getting a call from the captain, so I have to leave now. I hope you don't forget your task. And one more thing, don't wander around after this. Go straight home first. The man in front replied coldly, you don't need to remind me. I'll do exactly that. Besides, that mother and son should still be at home, and I really want to teach them a lesson. We then see the person is none other than Bai's father. As soon as he returned home, he found the house empty. Irritated, he muttered, where did they go? I thought I'd vent all my anger on them as soon as I got back. But those two cowards must be hiding somewhere. Leaving this house was a huge mistake. Sooner or later, they'll fall into my hands. And when they do, I'll teach them a lesson they'll never forget. This time, I won't spare them. This time, I'll end them for good. The scene shifts. We see Bai giving his mother a jade stone. Mom, this is called a communication jade. Please always keep it with you. I have one just like it. If you're ever in danger, crush the jade immediately, and I'll come rushing to protect you. As long as you have this, I can go out without worrying. Without it, I'd constantly be anxious about your safety. Bai thought to himself, if I remember correctly, in my past life father never once bought mom any jewelry. This is probably the first time she's wearing something like this. Last time, I couldn't do anything for her, but now, Being able to give her something fills me with happiness. His mom smiled and said, "Son, why do you always stay home on weekends? You should go out with your friends. You're grown up now, you should explore, have fun. Don't stay at home just for my sake. You have your own life to enjoy." Bai reassured her, "Don't worry, Mom. I feel happiest when I'm with you. Besides, I don't really need friends." His mom frowned. "Why do you say that? Everyone needs friends. Having friends is a blessing. You should go out, make bonds, and spend time with others. Otherwise, life will become unbearably boring." Bai thought quietly, "It's not that I never had friends. I once had the kind of friends who would have given their lives for me, but I couldn't save them. And in this life, who knows where they are now? The path I've chosen might never let us meet again. Still, it doesn't matter. For their safety, I'll keep working hard, even if they never learn who Bai really is. As long as they remain safe because of me, that's enough to make me happy." The scene shifts again. Bai arrives outside a dungeon. If Mom is ever in danger, she'll send me a signal right away. With that worry gone, thanks to the jade, my mind feels calmer. Now I can finally focus on becoming stronger. The good thing is, I know about a dungeon that no one else does. It opens at midnight and closes at 1 a.m. That's why no one has discovered it yet. But the catch is, I only get 1 hour inside. I'll have to kill as many monsters as I can within that time. He entered the dungeon, determined, I must become powerful, no matter what it takes. I don't know when Father will be released or when he'll come back to attack us, but I have to be ready for that day. In my previous life, I gained enormous power, but even then, I couldn't protect anyone. That's why, to me, that kind of power was meaningless. If I can't use my strength to protect others, then it's worthless. In this life, I need to become strong enough to shield everyone before it's too late. I refuse to watch anyone die in front of my eyes again. With that resolve, he began slaying monsters at lightning speed, earning 260 experience points. Looking ahead, Bai saw the monster he had been waiting for. He charged forward, attacking it fiercely. I don't care anymore. No matter what I must do for power, I'll do it. Suddenly, many monsters swarmed him at once, grabbing hold of him. Bai shouted, "So, you're attacking as a group? Fine, I'll still wipe you all out." He cut through them relentlessly, gaining more and more experience, though his body grew badly injured. Panting, Bai thought, this dungeon is extremely dangerous, but that only makes the fight more thrilling. Facing stronger enemies shows me just how weak I still am. I know I'm not yet strong enough to stand against my father. If he appeared before me now, I'd lose again, and I know the terrible price of that defeat. And then, there's that bastard, who was born a genius, my greatest enemy. Right now, he must be far stronger than me, but I refuse to face him as the weaker one. The day we meet, I'll crush him completely. I'll put him in his place. He clenched his fists. There's no shortcut to that power. No matter how powerful the enemy tomorrow is, I'll fight, I'll endure, and I'll grow stronger. Only then can I show them their place. With renewed determination, Bai charged toward the monsters again. Pressing on, Bai activated Sentry Cut. Fighting them one by one is wasting too much time. I'll finish them all in a single strike. With a single sweeping slash, he wiped out every monster in front of him, gaining a massive number of points at once. But he frowned. Using Sentry Cut saved time, but my body is extremely weakened now. Worse, I only have 20 minutes left to defeat the Lord Monster. If I don't kill it before time runs out, the dungeon will close. Since I've already come this far, I won't leave without slaying the boss. The clock ticked forward. 12:40 a.m. Bai was still searching for the Lord Monster when suddenly he spotted it above him. "So, there you are. Took you long enough to show yourself. But now that you're here, it's time for you to die." The Lord Monster vanished in an instant, reappearing right before him. It was a D rank, level 20 monster, Lord Zegard. Bai smirked, "So you're showing off your speed? Honestly, speed is my specialty." In a flash, he severed Zegard's arm, but shock hit him as the monster regenerated it instantly. What? A D rank monster with regeneration? Impossible. And this regeneration is so fast, it healed completely in 2 seconds. Even high-level monsters don't have abilities like this. Zegard then thrust his hands into the ground, channeling power. Suddenly, the monsters Bai had slain minutes ago revived and rose to attack. Stunned, Bai thought, what is going on here? I just killed them with my own hands, and now they're alive again. How can a D-rank monster have this kind of power? Regeneration was already absurd, but resurrection too. These powers don't belong to a D rank at all. Just then, another monster stabbed Bai from behind. Startled, he turned. What? Zegard is right in front of me. Then who stabbed me? He looked and realized, it was Lord Zegard, Zegard's twin brother, also a D rank, level 20 monster. Bai's eyes widened, so there are 2 Lord monsters here. one with regeneration, and the other with resurrection. No wonder this fight has been so troublesome. Time passed. 1 a.m. struck, and the dungeon closed. The scene shifted to 6 a.m. At home, Bai's mother paced nervously. Where did Bai go so suddenly without telling me? This child has a habit of disappearing without saying anything. Last time too, I kept calling and messaging him, but he didn't respond. When he came back, he was badly injured from going somewhere so dangerous. I'm certain he's gone to another place like that again. I can't let him keep doing this. I have to go out and find him. Meanwhile, we see Bai's father walking toward their house. They moved without telling me. Did they really think I wouldn't find them? That I'd wander the world clueless while they lived peacefully? Ha! It took me less than 2 days to track them down. And look at them, enjoying life while I rotted in prison. You've made a huge mistake, and for that mistake, there's only one punishment. And the best part? I'm the one delivering it. At that very moment, Bai's mother stepped outside, and froze in shock. What's happening? The scene shifts. We see Bai still engaged in a dangerous battle. He thought to himself, this is already the 5th time I've killed these monsters. Yet no matter how many times I strike them down, they just stand back up again. My strength keeps draining while theirs doesn't falter at all. And the worst part? I'm gaining nothing from it. Killing them repeatedly doesn't give me any experience points, nor do they drop anything. All my effort is being wasted. The only way to win is to find the one who's reviving them. Because one thing is certain, a D-rank monster shouldn't be this powerful. No way it can heal itself and also resurrect the others. Bai clenched his fists, remembering his past life. I've fought against incredibly powerful monsters before. I know what kind of beings possess this level of ability. If small fry like these had such broken powers, this dungeon wouldn't be D-rank, it would be a rank or even higher. Just then, the swarm of monsters attacked him again. Bai used Flash Step, dodging their strikes, and charged straight at Sigurd, landing a devastating blow. But even his strongest attack failed to keep the monster down. Its regeneration restored it instantly. No matter where I strike, they just heal again. I've attacked every part of their bodies trying to find a weakness, some vital spot that triggers their regeneration. But I've confirmed it now, their power doesn't come from their bodies. I even cut off one of their heads earlier, and within 2 seconds, it had already healed. That means only 2 possibilities. Either this dungeon has some kind of bug, or there's something else inside providing them unlimited energy. His eyes narrowed. Even S-rank healers can't sustain this level of regeneration. Their energy is limited, they tire out eventually. But these monsters, they have no limit, which means there must be something supplying them energy. I need to find it. Just then, Sigurd lunged at him. Bai blocked the strike just in time, then used a juice skill to hurl it away. These monsters are fascinating. They're even learning from my moves while fighting me. The attack it just used, that's my style. Without my experience, this battle would have been impossible. Then Bai noticed something. Sigurd's energy was flowing from the trees surrounding them. So that's it, their energy source is the trees. Finally, I found it. Once I cut them down, killing these monsters will be easy. He glared at them, determination burning in his eyes. If the trees are giving you power, then I'll cut down every last one of them. Let's see how long you survive after that. With lightning speed, Bai rushed toward the trees. Sigurd tried to stop him, but Bai severed its arms in one swift strike. All of you are using the flora element, and I should have realized sooner. There are so many trees here, it makes sense they're your energy source. And this is the only thing keeping your regeneration alive. Panicked, Sigurd screamed, "No, don't do it!" But Bai sneered, too late. In one powerful swing, he cut through the trees. He said, "Finally, once I cut down these trees, I'll be able to kill you all. It took me a lot of effort to bring you to this point." As soon as he cuts the trees, he changes his profession and transforms into a cloud mage. In the background, Jegard shouts, "Brother Yegard, we have to stop him no matter what. If he cuts down those trees, we'll all die." Turning back, Bai smirks and says, "Oh, you want to stop me? Unfortunately, you're too late. No matter what you do now, you can't stop me." He attacks, freezing all of them instantly with a single strike. Then, switching professions again, he becomes a nuclear warrior and finishes off Jegard in one powerful blow. He says calmly, "I was right. Once I destroyed this area's core, your healing and regeneration abilities vanished completely. You are all dependent on these trees for survival." The system announces, "Host, you have slain the D-rank Lord Monster Jegard. You are awarded 2,500 experience points in a reward item, Spirit Craft. Once consumed, it restores 50% of your physical strength and grants an enhanced healing factor." After that, Bai breaks the ice and frees the remaining captives. He says, "Your brother actually helped me a lot. So, I'll give you a chance. I won't kill you immediately. If you wish, I can let you live." But Ygritte replies, "No, kill me. If my brother is already dead, then I have no reason to live." Shocked, Bai says, "You want me to kill you? Honestly, I've fought many lord monsters before, but you're the first one to ask for death, just because your brother died. Seems like you can't stand being alone." He sighs and continues, "Fine, if that's your wish, I'll grant it." He moves forward and kills Ygritte. The system notifies, "You have slain Lord Monster Ygritte. Reward, 2,500 experience points and a fragment thorn, a highly toxic item that can be used to craft a deadly weapon useful for Flora element users." Bai thinks, "This isn't useful to me right now, but once I activate the other elemental powers, it could come in handy." The system updates, "You are now a level 15 nuclear warrior D rank. You have also leveled up your cloud mage profession." He thinks again, "As soon as I defeated the boss monster, the gate opened, just as I expected. I already knew it would be nearly impossible to defeat all the monsters within an hour, but I entered anyway, because if I could kill the boss monster, the dungeon would open." And that's exactly what happened. At 5:30, the gate opened. Then the system says, "Host, you now have enough points to activate the Flora element. A new profession will soon be unlocked." Surprised, he wonders, "My Flora element is going to activate? What kind of profession will I get this time? Will it be stronger than the last one? Last time I got a red profession, so maybe this time it'll be a cool one. That would be awesome." Moments later, the system announces, "Congratulations, you have become a level 1 summoner." Disappointed, he sighs, "Looks like I got ahead of myself. It's only a blue profession, oh well. Summoner classes don't have heavy requirements anyway. Even with a blue profession, I can make it work. Let's see what skill I've unlocked this time." He recalls, even Chi-Yin had a unique ability, she could summon poison spirits. "Let's see if my skill is any better." The system reveals, "New skill unlocked, Spirit Contract. You can now form contracts with the Lord monsters you have defeated. Once a contract is signed, saying the command word arise will summon them to fight for you." He thinks excitedly, "Spirit Contract? That means I can form pacts with powerful monsters and command them. I thought this profession wouldn't be impressive, but this skill is amazing. With this, I can create an army of monsters." He looks back, the spirits of the 2 lord monsters appear before him. "So they've materialized just so I can sign the contracts. Incredible. This skill is seriously overpowered." He activates the contracts and declares, "From this moment, both of you are my servants. You will serve me for all eternity." Scene shifted. We now see the Bai's father, standing outside a large door. Suddenly, his phone rings. He thinks, "Who's calling me now?" I was just about to go inside. He answers, "Yes, Officer Chen Ji-yuan, tell me, what's the situation? What do you need me to do?" Chen Ji-yuan said excitedly, "I have some great news for you. I somehow managed to get you invited to Captain Hong's party. So don't forget to come, it's a big deal." Bai's dad replied, "Did I get an invitation too? Don't worry, I'll definitely be there on time. And yes, this time I'll bring an amazing gift. Trust me, it's going to be something really special, because I know exactly how big this opportunity is. If Captain Hong is pleased with my gift, I might even get back into the guild. And if that happens, oh, it'll be incredible." After ending the call, Bai's dad smiled and said, "You both are really lucky today. I'm in such a good mood that I won't hurt anyone. I'm heading to my girlfriend's place to spend some time with her. No point wasting my time here. I'll deal with these people later, when I'm in a bad mood." Meanwhile, outside the house, Bai's mother stepped out, and right in front of her stood Bai. He asked, "Mom, it's pouring rain. What are you doing outside? Come inside, there's no point getting soaked like this." Once inside, Bai puts a bracelet on his mom's hand. Mother thought to herself, "Day by day, this boy is getting stranger. He said he went out in the middle of the night just to buy me a Mother's Day gift, but which shop would even be open at that hour? If he really wanted to get me something, he could have gone during the day." She sighed softly, "My son, I may not say it aloud, but I understand everything. I know your real reasons are different, and whatever story you're telling now isn't the whole truth." Later, lying in his room, Bai thought to himself, "Right now, I have 3 classes, Green Warrior, Blue Summoner, and Red Cloud Mage. Out of them, 2 have already reached D rank, and 1 is still at the initial stage of E rank. But honestly, this power isn't enough. I know it. With this level, I won't be able to face Dad. It's been 10 days since I got him arrested, which means in 5 more days, he'll be out. My dad is a clever man. No matter how angry he acts at home, he knows how to manipulate people outside. There's a high chance he's bribed an officer, and he'll be released even before those 5 days are up. That's why I gave Mom those things in advance. It will definitely help her if things go wrong." Sunday morning, Bai stood outside the dungeon entrance, thinking deeply. Running from problems doesn't solve them. To fix something, I need to destroy the root of the problem. As long as mom is in danger, I won't be able to focus on getting stronger. To protect her, I must settle this matter with dad quickly. He clenched his fist. There's only one way. I need to reach C rank as soon as possible. Once I reach that level, no matter what he tries, he won't be able to touch me. Saying this, I stepped into the dungeon. For the past 10 days, I haven't wasted a single second. I've trained relentlessly, and now I'm strong enough to face anyone. Once I break through to C rank, there won't be many in this city capable of standing against me. Honestly, my C rank potential combined with my past experience will be a deadly combination. As he entered, the system voice echoed, "Host, you are now entering a D rank dungeon. Difficulty level, Nightmare." I smirked. Even though it's a D rank dungeon, this one's far more dangerous than the normal ones. A place like this will truly test my limits, and help me push past them. He took a deep breath and muttered, "Last time, he was the only one hitting, and I was just taking the blows. But next time we meet, things will be different. I'll be the one doing the hitting, and you, Dad, will be the one taking the blows." As he stepped deeper into the dungeon, the system notification appeared again. "Host, you have received a new title, Key of Bravery. Whenever you enter dangerous dungeons, all your attributes will be temporarily increased." Surprised, I thought, what is this? Just by entering, I'm already gaining new powers, then who knows what awaits me deeper inside. The next scene shifts to his school. The teacher announces proudly, "I'm so happy to announce the results of your latest exams. Our class performed exceptionally well, and the top score in the entire school goes to our Bai. The second highest score goes to Chi-in, making her rank 2 in the entire academy." The teacher continues, "Both of them performed amazingly. Their exam videos were even sent to headquarters for review. And after analyzing them, the officials confirmed something unbelievable. No one in history has ever scored this high before. Because of that, both of them have officially qualified for the special training program. You two will be sent to Sheng Nation, where you'll even get the rare chance to meet the gods themselves. This is something that even top-ranked hunters dream about, and you're getting it at such a young age." The entire class bursts with excitement. Wow, they've done something incredible. When they chose that D-rank dungeon, everyone thought it was a dumb move, but their performance inside was absolutely legendary. We knew he'd come out on top, but meeting the gods? That's next-level stuff. Everyone starts bragging. Can you believe it? Our classmate is meeting the gods. That's such a flex. Our Bai, however, thinks quietly to himself, "Honestly, everything I did was just to go deeper into Sheng Nation. I never imagined I'd actually get the chance to meet those damned gods so soon. I thought it would be much later, but looks like fate has other plans. Well, no problem. Meeting them early might actually be fun." Tears well up in his friend's eyes as he says, "Bai, you've really made it big. I'm so proud of you, it's making me cry. Just promise me one thing. When you go to Sheng Nation, don't forget about your old friends here, alright?" The guy with glasses thinks silently. I always knew he was special. Nobody else noticed how hard he worked, but I did. And now, the whole world can finally see it too. The scene shifts to the director's office. The director says, "Are you sure you don't want to go to Sheng Nation? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You know your father barely ever has time, but he came back just to take you there. You could join him at headquarters and experience everything Bai and Chi-in will." But Qianxing replies firmly, "Uncle, no matter what, I'm not going this time. I came in 3rd place in the competition. Losing to Bai, I can accept, but falling behind Chi-in too, that tells me I'm not qualified yet. I'll only go when I've truly earned it. I don't want people to think I got there because of my family. If I have real talent, I'll make it on my own. And if I don't, no amount of support will help me. So I'll skip this one, but next time, I'll perform in a way that no one will ever forget. If I'm going to rise, it'll be by my own strength, not my family's influence." The director smiles warmly and says, "Hearing that makes me really proud of you. If you keep moving forward with this kind of determination, I'm sure you'll become incredibly powerful, maybe even surpass everyone in your family one day. I just wish your father could see how much you've grown. He'd be so proud." Qianxing nods and says, "Uncle, I won't go to headquarters, but I do need your help with one thing. You know that D-rank dungeon behind the mountain? Please give me permission to enter it alone. If I go in with family members protecting me, I'll never truly feel the danger that comes with real battles. And if I don't face real danger, I'll keep losing forever. That's why I need to enter it by myself." The scene shifts again, this time to the principal's office. We see Xiling, who pleads desperately, "Uncle, please help me. I'm the only heir of the Z family. If I can't even go despite being from such a powerful background, then what's the point of belonging to the Z family at all?" His uncle, Ziyunkin, looks at him sternly and says, "Oh, so now you remember you're part of the Z family? I thought you'd completely forgotten that, considering how foolishly you've been acting lately. You know very well that I could have taken you with me anytime I wanted. But instead, you caused unnecessary trouble for everyone. Tell me, why were you sent into the dungeon with those kids in the first place? What were you trying to do there? Did you really think no one would notice your little stunt? Everyone clearly saw how you buffed that monster, and I'm the only one who knows how much effort it took to save you. You seem to think that all the higher-ups are idiots, that you're the only clever one in the entire country, and that no one would catch on to your cheap tricks. Well, guess what? Everyone saw exactly what you did. I had to literally beg people to suppress the matter, something I've never had to do before. The embarrassment you brought upon this family is unprecedented. If you weren't the heir to the Z family, you wouldn't even be in this school right now. Your entire career, your entire future, would have been destroyed. Do you understand how big a mistake you made? Trembling, Xiling drops to his knees, his voice shaking. Uncle, please forgive me. I didn't realize it would cause such a mess. I know I was wrong. I swear, it'll never happen again. Xianqin sighs and says, all right, stand up. There's no point pretending anymore. You've already done what you set out to do. But because of your recklessness, we discovered something important. That boy, he's not normal. His growth rate and abilities are completely different from any average awakener. The higher-ups believe he's something special. That's why all eyes are now on him. And trust me, being watched by the higher-ups isn't a good thing. It's dangerous. Do you know why the gods called him to meet them? They want to see for themselves what makes him so different, how he's able to grow so fast compared to normal kids. He leans closer, his tone low and serious. I can take you along on this training journey with the others. But before you go, you'll need to leave two things behind. First, your anger. Second, your pride. Because the people you'll meet there are far more powerful than you. And if you so much as show an ounce of arrogance in front of them, even I won't be able to protect you. So leave all that here, and if you cause trouble once you're there, don't expect me to save you. Xiling nods quickly. Yes, uncle, I understand. You don't have to worry, I won't cause any problems. But deep inside, he smirks and thinks, just wait, you bastard. Last time you caused me enough humiliation. This time, you'll pay for it. And as for you, Baoli, go ahead and act all innocent and perfect. One day, you'll be mine. The scene shifts again, this time to Bai's classroom. Bai's friend looks at him in shock and says, no way, I can't believe my eyes. This is an invitation from the ultimate group, the strongest group in the entire school. Bro, you've been invited by them personally. That means you basically have a guaranteed spot in the God Guild. You won't even need to take the entrance exams like everyone else. You can join directly. The other students gasp. The leader of the ultimate group is that golden assassin, right? She's the only person in years to awaken a golden profession. Everyone dreams of joining the ultimate group, but very few ever make it in. For them to invite someone themselves, that's huge. And get this, until now, the group only accepted high school students. Bai will be the first ever junior high student invited. Overwhelmed, Bai's friend's eyes fill with tears. Bai, you've done it. Seeing how much you've grown, it honestly brings tears to my eyes. But Bai simply stands up, expression calm. He takes the invitation, and throws it straight into the trash. Then he says coldly, I just put it where it belongs. Bai's friend stares at him in complete shock. Wait, what did you just do? You threw away the ultimate group's invitation into the trash? Do you even realize what you just did? Are you out of your mind, bro? This is literally the biggest opportunity anyone could ever get. But Bai simply replies, I'm leaving. I've got things to do. Still stunned, his friend thinks to himself, man, this guy is seriously unpredictable. No one ever knows what's going on in his head. He just turned down an opportunity that most people could only dream of. Why would anyone reject something like that? The guy with glasses adds quietly, no one here can really understand Bai. Honestly, even if one of the top guilds in the entire country invited him, he'd still reject them. The path he's walking isn't one where he wants to join others. He's building his own road. A path where only his will matters, and that's exactly why he'll never join anyone. The scene shifts to the back of the school, a rocky mountain area under the dim light of dusk. There, Qi Sheng was waiting for Bai. Bai, just like you asked, I got you permission to enter the D-rank dungeon. No one comes here at night, so you can train as long as you want. No one will disturb you. We shouldn't waste time, let's go in. Bai looks serious. The monsters in D-rank dungeons are extremely powerful. Handling them won't be easy for you. Trust me, it's better if you go home. If you come inside, you'll just make things harder for both of us. Qi Sheng smirks, don't worry about me. I'll handle myself. I won't get in your way. Bai thinks to himself, I promised Qi Sheng that if he could get me access to this dungeon, I'd take him inside and show him how to fight monsters properly, how to grow stronger, faster. He's stubborn, short-tempered, and arrogant, but he's not a bad guy. His pride is big, but his heart's in the right place. I can trust him, and honestly, he's the only one who can give me the kind of support I need right now. As Bai enters the dungeon, monsters immediately rush toward him. He cuts them down with ease, thinking, dungeons like these used to be tough for me, but now, I can enter any dungeon with confidence. I don't even need to hesitate anymore. We then see Qianxing struggling to fight the monsters. Bai says, if you need help, just say so. I won't refuse. Qianxing snaps back, mind your own business. I'm not that weak that I can't even handle myself. Looking at his system interface, Bai thinks, I still haven't reached the point where I can activate my warrior tower. To unlock it, I'll need to train a lot more. As he looks around, he notices, almost every monster in this area has already been killed by me. Seems like this dungeon can't help me level up anymore. I'll need to find a stronger one to grow even more powerful. The next day, we see Bai and Qianxing entering another dungeon again. Bai thinks, the higher your level gets, the harder it becomes to level up further. Ever since I reached D class in my warrior profession, my growth has slowed down a lot. If I had kept leveling up as fast as before, I'd probably have reached C class by now. As they move deeper into the dungeon, a monster suddenly lunges toward Qianxing. But before it can strike, Bai steps in and saves him. Annoyed, Qianxing yells, I told you not to interfere in my fights no matter what happens. Why did you jump in? Bai replies, if I hadn't done anything, you'd be inside that monster's stomach by now. So yeah, I had to help you. What else could I do? Honestly, you're still pretty weak. Bai then thinks, the good thing about having Qianxing with me is that I never run out of dungeons to raid. No matter how many monsters I kill in a day, he always finds new places for me to gain more experience. On Thursday, they're once again fighting inside a dungeon. Excitedly, Qianxing says, my hard work has finally paid off. In just a few days, I've reached D class. Fighting in dungeons is actually fun. Going in with my family's bodyguards was never this exciting. They would secretly help me, and I used to think I defeated the monsters on my own. There was no thrill in it, and I couldn't grow stronger fast enough. But fighting like this, it's a whole different feeling. At the same time, Bai also levels up and finally becomes a C-class warrior. He thinks proudly, finally, I've reached C-class. With my current power, I can easily stand against my father. I doubt he could do anything to me now. We see that Bai receives a 300% bonus for reaching C-class, and all his stats increase threefold. Later that night, Bai returns home. His mom asks, Bai, are you dating someone these days? Bai replies, Mom, what are you saying? You know I'm still in junior high. Why would I be dating anyone? What makes you think that? His mom smiles and says, because lately, you've been coming home late every day. If you don't have a girlfriend, then it must mean you're hanging out and having fun with your friends, right? Bai shakes his head. It's nothing like that, Mom. His mom laughs. My son, why are you blushing so much? Even if you are dating someone, that's perfectly fine. Everyone likes someone at some point. And if being with that person makes you happy, then what could be better than that? If you ever get such an opportunity, don't be foolish enough to let it slip away, because life doesn't give you a second chance. We always end up regretting the things we let go. Bai thinks to himself, Mom's right. She's completely right. Honestly, I have a lot of regrets. If I'm being honest, my biggest regret is that I could never express my feelings. There was a girl I really liked, but I never managed to tell her. Then we're shown a scene from Bai's past. We see Bao Li, who says playfully, Captain, I want you to hug me now. Bai steps back awkwardly and says, You're really strange. Is this the kind of thing that's always going on in your head? After their battle with the monsters, both of them are exhausted. Bao Li smiles proudly, Captain, we won again. Bai replies, Yeah, we did. Everyone worked really hard and did a great job. Bao Li pouts, My legs hurt, I can't walk, so my dear Captain will have to carry me. Bai blushes slightly and says, Don't worry, once you're healed, you'll be able to walk again just fine. Bao Li laughs, Captain, you're so weird. Even when I give you such obvious chances, you never take them. Then, we see the day that changed everything, the day Bao Li was killed right before Bai's eyes. Even though Bai was filled with rage, he couldn't do anything. Bai thinks to himself, in my previous life, my master saved me. After that, we both met in the Sheng Nation. Honestly, I have no idea where she might be now, or how she's doing. Meeting her again in this life will be nearly impossible. After all, the memories of the past exist only in my mind, not hers. Even if fate somehow brings us together again, she wouldn't even recognize me. So what's the point of thinking about it anymore? The scene shifts to Bao Li's house. The vice captain says, That guy Bai still hasn't replied to our invitation. I even heard he's not interested in joining us. maybe that's why he's ignoring us. Baoli smirks. Oh, really? That actually makes him even more interesting. People like that are rare to find. Fine then, I'll go ask him myself tomorrow. Let's see how he dares to reject me in person. The next day, Friday, Bai says to himself, oh right, I completely forgot today's my birthday. His mom smiles. My son, why are you so surprised? Here, this is your birthday gift. Open it and see what I got for you. Bai thinks, a birthday gift. It's been 20 years since someone last gave me one. When he opens the gift, there's a scarf inside. He thinks again, a scarf? But it's summer soon. What would I even do with this? Wait, it's summer here, but in Xing Nation, it must be snowing right now. He looks up and asks, Mom, how did you know I'm planning to go to Xing Nation? I never told you about it. His mom chuckles. Xing Nation is a cold place. Even if it's warm here, it'll be freezing there. So this scarf will come in handy. And who said I don't know? I always know what my child is up to. Bai smiles softly, thinking, she really understands me. Even when I don't tell her, she somehow knows exactly what I'm going to do. His mom continues, here, take some money too. Go out with your friends and have a proper birthday party. Bai replies quietly, but Mom, I told you, I don't really have any friends. So who would I even celebrate with? Later, Bai arrives at school. He looks at the doll in front of him and thinks, what a strange creature, it looks kind of weird. His friend walks up and says excitedly, my friend, this is your birthday gift. I'm sure you'll love it. It's actually one of my personal favorites. Bai smiles, thanks for the gift. Just then, the guy with glasses walks in and scoffs, you call that a gift? A real gift is something the other person actually likes. You don't even know what Bai likes. But I do, and I brought him something special. It was really hard to get, but for you, my friend, anything. When Bai sees the gift, he's completely shocked. He thinks, this is my favorite movie, The Prestige. I've always wanted to watch it, but I never had the tape. How did he even know about this? He smiles to himself, in my previous life, I used to watch so many movies like this with him. We both loved old, classic films. Remembering that, he actually brought me this as a gift. The girl with glasses says, Bai, it was really hard to get this tape. Make sure the teacher doesn't see it by mistake, otherwise, it'll be confiscated before we even get to watch it. Placing the tape carefully in his bag, Bai replies, thank you so much. Seriously, this is an amazing gift. Just then, Chien walks up to him and says warmly, happy birthday, Bai. I hope you like this gift. Bai's friends are shocked. What? She's giving him an A-level magic weapon as a birthday gift? That must be insanely expensive. We see that the gift is actually an A-level artifact gemstone. Bai thinks to himself, this must be really expensive. He says to Chien, look, Chien, thank you so much for the gift. But honestly, this is too valuable, I can't accept it. Chien smiles softly and replies, Bai, if it weren't for you, no matter how hard I tried, I would never have made it past the lower levels. The only reason I'm where I am now is because of you. And really, it's nothing special, I have plenty of gemstones like this back home. So please, take it. It would make me really happy if you accepted it. Bai pauses and thinks, if I look at it logically, I do need to improve myself, and this gemstone could help me a lot. And since she's giving it to me so sincerely, I really have no reason to refuse. Besides, this particular gemstone is extremely useful for mages. She must have noticed the changes in my profession, and chose the gift accordingly. One thing's for sure, she's a really thoughtful girl. He looks around and continues thinking, still, it means a lot that everyone remembered my birthday. Not only that, they actually prepared gifts for me. One friend brought something he knew I liked, another gave me something that's special to them. Honestly, I had planned to leave all of them behind, to cut ties completely. But now, I don't know what to do. Meanwhile, the guy with glasses whispers to the other friend, as far as I remember, Bai only has 2 friends, us. So when did he get this close to Chien? The other friend shrugs, I have no idea. Maybe they became friends when they went into that dungeon together. Chien turns around, noticing them talking, and asks, what are you two whispering about? Startled, the guy with glasses quickly says, oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Bai, meanwhile, thinks to himself, my heart's telling me to return all their gifts, and completely distance myself from them, but doing that would be so hard. Then he smiles faintly and says aloud, so, what do you all say? Shall we have dinner together tonight? If you're free, please come. What happens next will be revealed in the next episode. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.